We wish you a Merry Crossmas. We wish you a Merry Crossmas. We wish you a Merry Crossmas. And don't tell Anna. Good roleplay we bring to you and your kin. Good roleplay for Crossmas. And don't tell Anna. Oh, bring us some natural 20s. Oh, bring us some natural 20s. Oh, bring us some natural 20s. And a patient GM. We won't go until we roll some. We won't go until we roll some. We won't go until we roll some. So give that die here. We wish you a Merry Crossmas. We wish you a Merry Crossmas. We wish you a Merry Crossmas. And don't tell Anna. Secrets.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We broke into the studio tonight so that we could do a roleplay game. Also, Anna's totally doesn't know about any of this, so
She doesn't
don't
know.
tell her.
No.
Whoever been tagging her in all of those tweets should really have not been doing that.
I have stolen her Twitter account.
Oh, well, excellent. Good job. Then we don't have to worry about it. She doesn't know. She doesn't have her Twitter anymore.
Anna doesn't know. Don't tell Anna.
Yeah.
Remember.
Anna doesn't know. Anna doesn't know.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I'm with you.
know.
I'm with you on our 90s. What is
Early
2000s.
2000s. Early
Yeah.
2000s, I think.
I'm just writing down the lyrics to our song for some reason because I feel like I need to.
Is it now canon? Is the song
I'm putting it
canonically?
Probably.
So
It's
we have it for
our-
next time.
Oh, either that or we have to do a different
Or
Christmas
we have
carol.
to pick a different carol. That's
Oh.
true. That's true. I know.
Shout out to Blue Jay for
Yeah.
making that happen. By the way.
Perhaps the
carols.
8 days of
I
Crossmas.
mean, y'all were singing the Crossmas part. I just made the rest of it.
It's true.
I think we should do a Chronica song.
Yeah, like some Green Day.
Just get
We'll
Green
just
Day.
get like a cute little bell. Ding ding.
It's just everybody on percussion. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you for creating our wonderful opening musical number. Tonight, we will be bringing you a special double shot, a doppio, a two-part. What? I've been calling it, because you call it a one-shot, so I'm like, it's a double
I like
shot.
a doppio, yeah.
A doppio.
Doppio.
It's a doppio.
Yeah. Can I get this doppio affogato? Let's just say coffee words.
A little doppio affogato RPG.
Zest a lemon,
for
please.
Your pleasure this evening. I have brought together 4 characters, and next week there will be 5 characters, but 4 characters from the different universes, the different realms, worlds, recursions, if we want to use our Wednesday night vocabulary. I feel like that makes it. Use your vocabulary sheets. You'll have a spelling test next week. For describing the phenomenon
My
of
sheet
what will
says
be
I'm
happening.
not good at spelling.
That's reasonable. That's
All right, I've
reasonable.
got that.
Can I steal the grade?
Probably. Yeah.
Just grab the grade book and erase the bad grade and put a
Okay,
good one
okay.
in.
You
Or
shouldn't
just
write
wait.
grades in pencil.
What are grades?
So, as you can see, we're off to a wonderful start. I'm incredibly excited to do this. I believe our associate producer over here,
Executive producer.
executive producer. Okay, well, we'll
You know,
negotiate that
producers are the
title.
ones that give the money.
Yeah.
No, not EPs. EPs give the
Ideas?
nice things.
Who is
things that aren't money?
I don't
responsible
know.
for offhandedly saying that we should do a Crossmas special in July.
Offhandedly
Crossmas in
3
July.
times.
3 times. I feel like
2
only the
separate
first
fundraisers.
one was offhanded. And then I was like, you know
pointed at
what?
that
Let's make it happen.
Except for this is not July.
It's not July.
No.
We're doing Crossmas in the season of Crossmas.
The natural season that Crossmas always
I'm
falls on.
pretty sure it's Tritium year like 3 or 4.
Okay, don't make me do the math for that one, but pop quiz, you're gonna have to tell me what tritium year it is when
Do you
we.
think I ever pay attention to what Tritium year it is?
Time's different where I'm from.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's a little
You can still
wibbly
convert it to
wobbly.
tritium years.
I've calculated it.
I'm sorry.
You had to like context clues what tritium is.
Well, of course.
I mean,
Ada's
if
great.
anyone's gonna know what tritium is Ada is gonna know what tritium is.
Can I
It's
steal
just
it?
hydrogen
Did
3.
she name it? Oh yeah.
Theoretically, you'll just need to make sure that you, take care of it.
What if
So-
I steal one of the hydrogens?
Then
Then
you
it
don't
would-
have tritium, you have bitium.
Then you'll drown.
No, then it's just H2.
Yeah, then it's just regular hydrogen.
It's just I'm pretty sure it already exists.
Yeah,
then.
it
Yeah.
does. It does.
I
Hi
am not a
everybody.
science person.
I'm gonna bring it all back in, and we're gonna go over. I'm gonna try. I believe Anna has muting capabilities. So we are here. We are GeekSpace TV. If you are new and joining us, hello, welcome. It is wonderful to see you all here. If you are able to do so, we truly appreciate your help and support. Fun fact, we've already hit goal, I think, or close to it. We had 2 very generous donations, which I will be reading out at the break as we are wont to do, but the number below, or number that we are attempting to reach, is below me on the screen. You can also support us through wonderful things like sharing us on social media, hosting, and if you would like, you can also check out our Patreon and check those. That's important. Post that shit.
I'm going
to. That's
right
one way
now.
of doing it. Post a selfie of yourself watching us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Post a selfie of yourself taking a selfie while
Hashtag
Jay-
don't tell
I
Anna.
was taking a selfie.
Hashtag don't tell Anna.
Don't
tell
That's the hashtag we're
Hang on.
using for the whole show.
And share it out and talk about it. You can also check out our Patreon and support us with regular monthly amounts over there. So with that, next week, our announcements in terms of shows. We will have Worlds Beyond on Friday, Behind the Screens on Thursday,
Wait,
and
Wednesday?
and then this show, which is totally not Worlds Beyond and doesn't also have me in the seat. This show, coming back for part 2 of our Doppio, will be our second episode of Crossmas.
Doppio latte.
It's a Doppio latte. Yeah, Doppio latte. So with that, let's go around really fast and say, have you introduce who you are, what character you're playing, and what show this character is from. We will get into the descriptions of your characters right at the beginning, so you don't need to go into too much detail. But maybe say 1 or 2 things that your character is known for being good at, perhaps something like that. So let's start over here with our blue boy. Part
Hi.
of the blue boy group.
I was told to read this. Hi. My name is Strawberry Candy Sweetheart Daffodil Murderface, and I'm your new blue best friend. Hi, that's me. I came to exist thousands of years ago in Throne, aka the Red City, which was created by the 777,777 gods until they all died. Or left.
That's a lot of
I'm an
So
adorable
many.
blue demon. I stand at about 5 foot 3 inches tall, 175 pounds. I like rocks, and I like candy, and I like friendship, and I like beating up bad guys with my very good fists. I'm also the world champion. I have a lizard dog named Bumpy, and I'm essentially unkillable.
We'll
Hi.
put that to a test.
Yeah, you're really gonna kill me in this totally canon show.
Yeah.
I'm also super aware. I am being played by Marcus, who you could follow him on Twitch and Twitter at Drunkly Romantic.
It's sparsely pedantic.
Who are you?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hello, I'm Scotland. You can find me at level 2-3, and I am here playing Harriet McNamara, the stalling, the thief that has the best skills you have ever seen, and well, you probably have never seen them because she's that good. And I'm here from the wonderful world of sensibility and swordplay. Here to do crimey crimes and steal all of the things, and that's about it. Who are you?
Oh, hi, I'm Shelgame, and I'm playing Ada Glorfindor Dromeda. I used to count my.
I did get your last name right. I wasn't sure.
Oh, yes.
Glorfindor.
Glorfindor.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
Glorfindor.
that is my legal last name. Although I have recently come to publish myself as Ada Dromeda. It was a difficult name change. You understand, people already don't take women seriously when it comes to science, and the reality is they should, especially me. I used to count my wins in science fairs, and now I count them in papers. So far, I have 32 published papers. I am 21 years old. Clock that math.
7.
I don't think that was the math I'm familiar with.
He uses base strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Not
They
raspberry
usually-
pie.
He's
No,
been
that's
counting
very fun. He's
rocks
very
for
good
about
with them.
3 hours.
Yeah.
And that's how many he's
When you-
counted.
So when you're counting rocks and you're calculating against how many rocks you have in front of you and the rocks that you've put behind you.
Yeah.
So who are you?
My name's Rachel. I like shooting things.
Cool. Cool.
Violet?
I was played by Blue Jay on the GeekSpace Leviathan Distant Stars. That's all. I like shooting things.
It's good. It's good. That's a solid skill. You are totally not psionic.
Totally not psionic.
What is?
No, we've come to terms with that. I'm psionic.
You don't seem psionic.
Do you know what psionic is?
No.
Okay.
But you seem nice, so I want to be nice to you.
It's not mutually exclusive.
I don't seem nice?
No, I'm saying that psionics and nice people aren't mutually exclusive. You can be both.
But
What's
you
a
also
psionic?
have a bird name.
Yes, that's my real one.
Her real name is a bird name.
My real name is a bird name.
This pleases me.
Hi, everybody. My name is Random Tuesday. I've GM'd some of these nonsense characters,
What
but I
character are
haven't
you from?
GM'd all of them. You'll get to find out. There are some old favorites. Some old favorites that might be making an appearance.
Wait, what? Uh-oh.
No, it's great. It's good times. It's good
You
times.
say it's great.
So,
Sister?
It's fine. Everything's
So
fine.
let us begin. What we're going to do is we're going to start. Each of your characters is at some point after whatever show you were on's canon has concluded, that story has taken place, and you are now currently engaged in some sort of activity. So I'm going to kind of get each of you to narrate me just like a small scene or a vignette to describe what your character is doing, maybe what they look like beyond what we can see through your costuming. And so we'll get kind of a little sense of who your character is. And at some point I will interrupt that moment. Does anyone have a particular thing they would like to begin with?
You already know what I'm gonna be.
Yeah, no, I already know. Let's save that one.
Okay.
Let's start over here with.
I am going to
Harriet
use a
McManus.
monologue token. And we will zoom in on a very snowy Italy. And we're in a massive building. Looks kind of like the Vatican.
Oh, that massive building.
Dearest book of crimes, how are you? It has been a cold winter.
Can I inquire? Are you currently sitting in a confessional writing this?
Absolutely. But I'm sitting on the other side of the
Yeah,
confessional.
you're sitting on the pre side.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a wonderful trip to Italy. Sister is doing well, although she's decided to change her name again. I believe it's the Puffin, or the Pigeon, or the Peregrine. I just don't know anymore. But it's fine. It's fine. We are here. We are here to steal the Pope's hat, and his mace, and his chalice, and anything else he's got, because the Pope doesn't need it. He's fine. So, we're going to get on with that after we've had some time to do this. But it's been awfully quiet in this Vatican. Nothing has been stirring, not even a mouse. I've called out to my sister. She went out for a while to go get a coffee, since that's now apparently the drink we are now hooked on since coming to Italy. But I digress. It is time. It is time to do bad things. And we must steal. And then from there, she's going to close her book. Open that confessional door. Adjust the wintry cloak.
It's cold. It's cold in
It's
Rome.
cold. The new hat that she has acquired from stealing far other hats and putting them together into a single hat.
It's just a series of hats stacked on top of each other.
Yes, and stroll deep within the Vatican in search of the Pope's hat.
So I'm going to kind of flash this out. We see, like, it fades to dark, and then we come back to seeing Harriet, like, arms full, like a bag just full of things. You see, like, this glistening gold as she is walking out of the Vatican. Behind her, you hear, like, guards yelling. And as she steps out into the snowy landscape of Rome, it doesn't snow there, but that's fine. In this reality, it does.
It totally does
canon.
this season. It's called the reverse global warming,
Yeah.
back when there wasn't global warming.
Yeah. It's an ice age. And as she steps out and, you know, about to place like a foot onto the snow, the camera sort of would pan to where she was stepping, and suddenly she's disappeared. She's gone.
But my things.
Do they clatter to the ground?
And many of her things clatter to the ground.
Well, at least the Pope has his mace so he can protect himself.
No, that asshole.
Except possibly, like, the Pope's orb. I don't know. You get to keep
No,
one
you
thing.
took the Pope's orb? The Pope's famous orb?
Yes,
I'm
that is
thinking
now
of the...
canon.
That's
the
The apple of
royalty.
Eden?
royalty.
Yeah.
You got
apple
it's
of
the
Eden?
Pope's cool
What
hat.
have I stolen?
The Pope's cool hat.
Did you
you-
get to tell me
Like,
later.
Pope's hat.
Can we?
It's that
Yeah, the
pointy
Pope's
hat.
Ubisoft, can we get this character in the new Assassin's Creed, please?
I think I've seen it.
Hello, Ubisoft.
Oh, Mr. Ubisoft, we know you're watching.
Mr. Ubisoft.
Mr. Ubisoft.
Who else would like to go? So
Welcome to my home.
We've met Harriet McNamara, the Starling. Oh, and actually, the camera then goes back to the altar in the Vatican, and there's just a tiny silver starling sitting
Yes.
on top of the altar.
I'll go.
Should we go with Ada?
Yeah.
Ms. Glorfindor? Where do we find her?
You find her in a lab that is, although most of the lab is pretty dark, like it's clear she's the only one left in this huge lab. But like her little area has light on it, as she's like tweaking, tweaking a vial or tweaking the contents of a vial, and just as she like drops in this last piece, she goes in and she goes to test a little bit. And she slides it under the microscope very carefully. And then as she stands back, she makes like just the littlest like, And she goes down and she writes, like on the board that's there, she writes, test 33 unsuccessful, right underneath it, question, cancer cure, comma. And then, question mark, and then she goes to the next line and goes, test 34, and she goes back to her test tubes, and I assume right as she goes to, like, pick up the test tube,
Disappears, clatters to the ground. I think at some point in there, we definitely heard a sexy-sounding computer voice being like,
Yeah.
how's your experiments going there, Miss Glorfindor?
not as well as I would like them to be, Roger. Could you just say some
no.
affirming words?
You're amazing.
What?
You're
High School Royale.
Oh, she played an
She was-
11-year-old
yeah.
who found vehicle voices attractive.
So, of course, she ensured
yeah.
that all of her,
Yeah.
like, computers and everything has a very sexy voice.
Sex tech.
Good. Good. Yeah.
Well, you're astounding. You're phenomenal. You are the greatest
I
scientific
want one
mind of a
those
generation.
computers. You vanished.
Thank you, Roger. You know, most people don't appreciate that as much
And
as they
that's
should.
when you disappear from our reality, from your reality. Should we go with Rachel
do you
next?
want?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Shot.
Threat.
It's dark.
You're
It's a
narrating.
black screen. All right. You hear the sounds of like cloth rustling together, like when someone rolls over in a bed.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little bit of silence, and then more like rustling bed noises, and then you hear a like, Rachel? Oh. And then there's some like very low female giggling, and then some more noises, a little bit more excited. And you can just assume what's happening.
We don't
is
need any lights,
happening.
just a dark screen for the
So
whole
just
thing.
a black screen for the whole
I
thing.
think at some point, then we would see a shot of like Ari like rolling over into an empty bed as
Aw.
Rachel has disappeared.
Well, that's, not the happy ending I was expecting.
Not yet. You can go back. You'll have more later. And where do we find Strawberry, Candy, Daffodil,
Sweetheart,
Sweetheart,
Daffodil, Murder
Daffodil,
Face.
Murder Face?
I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'm
There's a
gonna,
lot
I'm gonna
of
help out here because this is
Okay.
a bit of a duality.
So, we were on the same show called Eat, Pray, Kill. It's a
Yeah.
really good show, and you can check all these shows out on the GeekSpace YouTube right now.
No, maybe not right now.
Maybe not right now.
Maybe a little later.
I'm blocking it all. Hold on. Gone. It's gone forever. No, it'll be there when you're done. So, you hear the crowd roar as the music hits. The lights are up on a giant wrestling ring. Inside the center of the ring is just some opponent. They're chanting strawberry, strawberry. And they're holding up signs that say, you're gonna kill a king. And lights up on the rampway to a little green dragon.
Next up, coming in the ring, you know him. He's the champ. He was the champ about 4 times over. Gave it up, gave up the belt, threw it away. But now, sponsored by Lucky's Noodles. The new champion, that's the old champion. You all know him. Strawberry!
Strawberry! Rocks,
And there's
rocks,
a rap song
birds,
that goes with
birds,
it.
rocks.
Roses are
Birds
being
and
thrown.
rocks. So roses are coming down. Out to the ring Leading first is this little lizard pug dog thing named Bumpy, who's just led on a gold chain by me while I'm carrying my belt. And then down, seemingly in 8 places at once, is my best friend and dearest darling, Prey. They are balancing on top of a sword at the ring, and I sign autographs for like the little kid demons with no faces and noses. I sign people's hairs. They have various hairs. I put my handprints on things, and we're just high-fiving all the way down to the ring. And I slide in, and I go to the top, and I just jump in, and I jump up into the air.
And as you do, you disappear.
The belt
But
falls.
Scribblex was
belt.
just about to drop a beat.
Yeah, as the beat drops, the belt lands.
The belt lands,
In the ring.
and
And the crowd goes, "Ooh!"
and Prey says something funny.
Yep.
And
There's an episode.
we cut to a drawing room somewhere in England. It's a lovely and well-decorated room. It contains beautiful
God.
china statues, lovely mahogany furniture, and in it there is an older woman. She looks like she might, in fact, be basically dead. She's 37.
Basically dead.
And she's sitting in her armchair. You can see the damask print fabric behind her as she sips at a cup of tea. And as each of you disappear from your realities, you reappear. We'll say you're clothed.
I mean,
And prepared with all of your accoutrement that you would normally have.
just like a sheet.
And you're seated. You just pop into this room and you appear seated in a chair, a comfortable sofa. And someone immediately comes over and hands you a cup of tea.
I brought my own.
Oh, good. Oh, you're here, all of you. I thought there was going to be 5, but I guess there's only 4 of you.
What
I eat
the
the
hell
teacup
is
out
this?
of their hand.
You eat my teacup. Well, I suppose I'll need another one. Are you hungry? Would you like some rock candy?
In the bloody hell am I back in London?
Give me that.
Just hands you a bowl of rock candy.
Strawberry's tongue reaches around and just grabs them all. And
I slap myself in the face.
It hurts.
Damn it.
Hello! My name is Charlotte Spencer, the lady Charlotte Spencer, and I have all of you been hired by an organization that told me they would find me the finest.
No, I've paid my Thieves Guild dues. I did not become summoned to this. What is this?
I don't know. I hired you and you're here now, but I have lots of money and I do intend to pay you quite well.
Oh.
what's happening here?
Just like puts like a sack of gold on the table.
So I just want to point out that these are all humans, and I am a big, monstrous-looking blue demon who's like pretty small. But I'm sitting on a chair.
I hang out
enough,
with aliens all the time.
You
It's fine.
actually look surprisingly human.
What?
What?
Yeah. All of you look pretty normal.
Why am I in a red outfit?
So you probably have
Why-
maybe blue in your hair, but Strawberry doesn't actually look like a demon right now.
I
Yes.
would love to negotiate fees and all that, but if you could bring me some clothes, that would be nice.
Oh, darling, we have one that's in the skivvies. Bring us some clothing.
Why does my teeth hurt when I eat the rocks?
They're candy. You suck on them.
Not the way I usually do it.
Well,
Does anyone feel like particularly mortal right now?
Unfortunately.
I'm not nearly as hairy as I usually am.
well,
Are
I'm
you
basically dead, so I'm always feeling the cold grip of death upon my shoulder.
How old are you?
How old are you?
37.
Oh, good God, you're
Centuries?
I am unmarried.
dead. Oh,
That's okay.
well, so am I,
Is
but
that long in humans?
Oh my god, am I the oldest person in here?
No.
Regardless.
Why is age a part of this?
I didn't bring it up. Oh, I did. Never mind. Bertrand! Stay in your room! Right. So, the business at hand. You've all been hired. I assume you know who hired. It's fine. It's not up to me. I went through an organization. They called themselves the Estate. They said they're very good at finding people that are very talented and exceptionally good at stealing things back from people.
oh, that I am quite good at.
I was in the middle of an experiment.
I was in the middle of an experiment also.
Right. Well, now you're drinking tea in my drawing room.
What dimension are we in?
Earth.
What is
That's
that?
a planet, not a dimension.
What's a planet?
It's a large rock in the middle of space.
But what's beyond that?
Space.
And you think you're immortal?
No, I am immortal. So you're saying there's just not more existence, it's just space? Not like dead husks of gods as buildings and things? That's not a normal...
No.
Okay, when you say gods,
Oh, I mean the 777,770 gods from which all things are created and born?
and you think they're real.
No, they're super real. Well, it's been a long time, but their bodies are everywhere usually, so we see them.
Yeah,
Who are
not
you?
that one.
No?
I've already told you, I'm Lady Charlotte Spencer.
Charlotte Spencer.
Yes.
What
And you are?
Just real quick, what year is it on Earth here?
1812.
Oh, fuck.
Is there any multiplications with
The
that?
war just happened.
1812.
Wait,
Well,
you
it's
guys
been-
don't have constant wars?
Well, depends on how you look at things.
Later.
That's a much more
1812?
complicated question.
You're bizarre.
Yeah.
I want to know more.
Ask away.
How
I
did
am
you-
apparently an open book.
Well, so
No, you're definitely not a book.
No, I'm not a book.
No, you are not a book.
No.
no, you're definitely very much some version of beast. Do you breathe air?
Most of the time.
I really don't care. You were saying about being paid,
Right, yes, I have a job for all of you.
and then we get to go back.
Well, I assume the estate will return you from whence you came. Was it a difficult ride here? I wasn't aware.
I was trying to steal the Pope's things, and all I have is his bloody hat.
Oh, the Pope. I don't like him.
No one likes the Pope.
No. No, he's rather stuck up and things.
Wait, is
So-
the Pope like a king?
Yes, I suppose.
I have to kill the Pope.
And then I put the Pope's hat on my head.
Strawberry is now wearing Pope's hat.
I am now the Pope.
I've decided I'm in charge.
Why is that?
Because I decided.
You know, we had a word in Throne for people like you.
Once
Mean.
we finish this task, you'll return us to where
I'm
we
not the
came.
one in charge of that, but yes.
All right, what is it?
So, I have a very valuable egg that was stolen, a Fabergé. I don't actually know what a Fabergé is, because historically speaking, they haven't been not around yet. But a
Oh, I have
friend of
3 of
mine
those.
gave it to me, and it has been stolen. And I would like you to get it back.
Why don't we just steal the Fabergé and make it lay as many eggs as you want?
Well, if you could find one of those, sure.
Fabergé doesn't exist. It's a type of thing that you do to an egg rather than a beast, which I think you're confusing it with. It's all right. Most people do that.
Like a chicken egg?
Huh.
Yes, but designs. It looks like an egg, but it's really not an egg. It just sort of looks like it, and it's got all of this ornate
Wait,
design
do you
on the
have-
outside.
And as you're
Very
trying to explain,
decorative.
as you're trying to explain, the Starling pulls out. You mean like this?
Oh, yes, but mine
That's-
was better.
Eh.
So wait, do you have actual fresh eggs here?
Oh,
Yes.
And like real meat?
Do you
Of course.
not?
I am very wealthy. Would you like some lunch?
I would love some lunch.
And she like claps her hands,
Oh
and
my
like
God.
trays of food are delivered to all of you. It's like tiny little triangle sandwiches with cucumber and cream cheese and a
And
lot
this
of tea.
this grew in the ground.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Down the road, actually. You can smell the manure sometimes on a day that's not particularly good.
They are
Oh.
all quite different. I like
Don't
this.
eat the tray. Yeah. That's not food.
what's the red thing that looks angry at me for being there?
You mean your blood that's currently dripping out of your mouth. Because you tried to eat a tray.
Why can't I eat the tray?
Because it's not food.
No, I mean physiologically, why can't I eat the tray? I can usually eat whatever I want. Because I believe in myself, and I believe that if you believe in yourself hard enough, you can pretty much eat anything.
Well, let's look at it this way. You can eat most things once, but you can't necessarily eat it twice.
The most dangerous game.
I believe that you're taking some sort of physical human form at this point, so you probably have the limitations that we do. I mean, outside of whatever it is you think you normally are. I can't tell right now if you have a mental disease or if you are just completely different, which could very well be the fact because you don't know what food is.
I
Or
know
at
what
least-
food is. We just don't have
Just eat
fresh
a
food.
lot of third vegetable.
Wait, are you from America?
I'm from a long way away from here. I don't know. Do you know? You're smart, right?
Yes. Yes.
You know, I can tell from the glasses. Do you know the element tritium?
Well, of course, although we refer to it differently here.
Okay. What year was it?
It was tritium year, 12. It worked out to be about the year 3000.
So, the half-life of tritium is this long, and we were in tritium year 12, which means it's probably about
3,000 years ahead of whenever we decide to switch to tritium years.
yeah, but still the same universe, I think.
Maybe.
Earth was a thing. I knew about Earth.
He doesn't know about
had
Earth,
been a
though.
thing.
Earth was a Earth,
Well, I know.
unless it's a different Earth.
Could very well be.
Like,
In
you
my
would know
Earth,
there
we
was never a
have-
war. Well, there was a war, but not in 1812.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait, there's a war?
Yes, it was just finished.
Wait, what?
You didn't have a war? What
No.
year are you from?
Yeah, well, there wasn't a war.
Actually, I suppose we should start with the fundamentals. Do you consider yourself human?
Yes, as far as I remember. I mean,
Right.
I'd like to be a bird, but that's another story altogether.
All right. Don't worry.
Okay, so
Different.
human.
Oh, absolutely human. I believe that I'm from Earth, at least Earth in some sort of relative time or space continuum.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
sure if it's the same as yours
No,
or
I think
yours
it's
if
fine,
you were
yeah.
on Earth. I don't think that you were on Earth, though, since you didn't know what it was. Although potentially you were. Here is my working theory. All of us are from different places that may or may not be related to the same geometric
Stuffing
sphere
my face
in the...
with sandwiches.
It just goes on for, I think, the next... Yeah.
Strawberry is,
and
Strawberry's
just
listening
constantly
intently to this.
refilling tea. I recognize there was an actual war in 1812, but it was the War of 1812, not the war. I think she finally rounds it up with.
So you see, we're all from different places, and somehow we got transported here.
So what you're
is
saying
basically
is
dead.
there are more places for me to go steal things from.
I believe if we were able to access this wherever it is here and now, then we must be able to access other places as well. Yes, that's theoretically possible.
Okay, but-
Although if you're going to steal anything, don't go to my lab. It's dangerous. It might kill you. Will kill
Hey,
you.
you.
Dearest book of crime.
I don't know your name.
Ada. Ada Glorfindor. Dromeda now.
Rachel.
Do you have the last
Can't
name?
read that writing.
Lucas.
Nice.
So
I don't read that
I
language.
would very much like to finish this Fabergé egg thing and get back to what I was doing,
What were you doing?
having sex.
Oh, I know what that is.
Oh,
I
you
know
know
what
what
that
that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know what Earth is, and you think there's gods, but sex is fine.
No, I comprehend the world and dimensions in a
How
way that most
scandalous.
human cannot possibly comprehend because I have existed longer than any of you probably will ever exist. But that's totally okay if you want to be condescending. I understand a lot of people get that misinterpretation about me, but I'm going to try to be your friend, and if you want to continue this whole thing, I think it might work out if we're all just kind of cool, right?
And your hair is blue.
And he
Yeah,
has a
so
post
yours.
Can I use predictive?
No, it's actually brown. But
Can I
I'm not
use
gonna dye my
predictive
hair.
equation to figure out whether or not he is, whether or not he believes he is a demon or knows he's a demon?
Sure. You, as a person, probably have weird experiences and have had weird experiences in your childhood going to different dimensions. So I would say this is you don't have professional medical training, so we'll
But
make
I
this-
have predictive equation where I
I
can
have
study
professional
a creature.
medical training.
I have scrolls.
You can.
Oh, it just gives me a reduced task on the next one.
So it makes it one easier to understand. Yeah, so that would apply. So we'll say this is a standard challenge. Go ahead and roll me a 6 or higher, including using your predictive equation.
Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and use an effort to drop that down one too.
Okay. So it is now a 3 or higher.
Yeah.
So that's 2 from your pool because you have one edge.
Yep. Exactly. 17.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
So you kind of take a look and this is weirdly reminiscent of your childhood. As an 11-year-old in the Games of Excellence, when you traveled through multiple realities and went to the future and the past, and then the past again, but a
Elevator.
different past, and then you went in a elevator, and you met a being that transcended realities. So, you suppose in a hypothetical scenario where there's infinite possible parallel universes, there is a parallel universe in which exists a person who is a demon of some variety and is
Devil, technically.
whatever he has described himself as. And so, yeah, and you are clearly all from different places.
Okay.
So,
Did you say your name was Ada?
seems logical enough.
Yes. Ada Dramata if you're looking for my papers, but Glorfindor is my legal last name.
Strawberry passes a note.
You know, you shouldn't just be giving people that information about yourself. Your legal last name. Your
You think
legal
I should
name.
just stick to my... You're a very superstitious sort of person, aren't you?
Not superstitious, just like people steal shit from you if they know. Okay.
You look over, and Harriet's like actively putting things into her bag. Right. So, are you ready?
That's your name.
I want to learn this language.
I'm ready. I'll
No.
figure it out.
Are all of you ready? So if
Do you have any kind of like scanning system? Any computers around here?
what's a computer? It sounds fancy. Is it like a china figure?
No, there's usually little blue devils inside running it that don't really have souls but have to force to sit there.
I have servants. So
Is that the same thing?
I don't know.
Do you drink them?
No.
Okay, then not the same thing.
Usually I have a computer, but I don't seem to have brought it with me exactly.
Right. Well, down in we'll take you over to the room where it was stolen from, and you can look around. You're experts at this, yes?
Of looking?
Sure.
I would say so.
Lead the way.
Pulls that out of Harriet's bag.
You're our
These
leader
are
now,
very
so I'm
important
assuming if
fees.
we're
So
going
the dowager gets out
Right.
of her chair and in her
Peeping.
directoire dress.
I like
you know,
you. You have moxie.
she begins walking down the hallway and she leads you through the manor.
Her servant brings me clothes, but it's a skirt, and I'm like, oh hell no.
And then goes away and comes back and brings you trousers.
Thank you.
Harriet follows, but it's kind of like clinky. Like this.
Strawberry's just kind of like hitting things a little, like not too hard, like maybe knock a vase off. Just kind of.
Please stop doing that, young one.
But how am I going to collect the pieces if I don't break them?
Why are
He
you?
has a point.
Why are you?
Yeah. Easier, right?
Yes, very much so.
I think it would be safer if all of you just didn't touch anything.
That is quite a good idea. You
have
disassemble it.
nothing.
Fits in a pocket, and then you
I'm sorry.
reassemble it.
Yeah, you could just keep them in all your pockets like
Just
these.
a lot going
Except a
on
bunch
over
of stuff.
there.
Yes.
I need you to pronounce
Please stop
this for
breaking
me.
things.
Okay. It's Glorfindor. Okay.
Leonard?
Oh my god.
It just sounds like painful gibberish. Your ears hurt a
Wait,
little
we're
bit.
here now.
Everyone's ears hurt a little bit. These are very
Ada.
powerful words.
Ada attempts to replicate it as they're like walking down the hall.
Oh god. Can you not?
Right. We're here now. That was painful. Yes.
Okay.
So it's
where
much
was
of life.
Where was this thing?
And she shows you a room, and in this room it looks like sort of a ballroom, and you see the first thing that you notice is there are generally just like decorative things sort of arrayed around the room. Like it is clearly the sort of place that you bring people in order to be impressed by the stuff that you own. You are probably salivating over all of the shiny things that are in this room. Now, each of you, there isn't really a specific roll for perception, but go ahead and everybody give me a roll to look around. If anyone has anything that makes it easier for them, let me know.
I have jumping so I can see
Nope.
things at high up.
Nope.
I have a 19.
What do you want
So
us
you
to
roll a d20.
Okay.
And then tell me what you got a 19. Ooh,
I got a
minor
20.
effect. You got a natural 20.
These yellow dice.
Nat 20s. I got a 10.
10? Okay.
But I have a skill for identifying or assessing danger, lies, quality, function,
Cool.
etc.
So identifying things. Excellent. And Ada.
I'm gonna use scan to help me out here.
Okay. So tell me how scan works.
So if I look at an equal area in size, essentially like including any objects or creatures in the area, then something is revealed to me like about how powerful or dangerous or difficult it is, or I can learn whatever facts the GM feels are appropriate for what's happening
Cool.
in the room.
So you kind of how does Ada scan the room?
I think obviously she has the scan built into her glasses, so she just sort of taps them and they activate. And from the outside, it looks like her glasses just go like polarized, but then the readout comes in on the other side, and it's just like the way you might think of of AR where you look at something and then there's like the little dialogue box that pops up and it's like da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Except like I think for Ada it's less like dialogue box about like, oh, this is a antique blah 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 blah. It's like this is comprised of carbon.
Gives you like the scientific readout of it. Excellent. So we'll go first. Rachel, the first thing that like immediately jumps to your attention is it wasn't so much a fight or a struggle, but the people who came through here were definitely a little bit destructive. Like they were, and that's something that you notice. With a natural 20 and a 19, so you get a minor effect and you get a major effect. So you, Strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you would know this.
I do have super eye powers in the other game.
This is true.
What are super eye powers?
Basically,
He can see in the dark.
I can see in the dark up to 100 miles away. I also punched the sun in my game.
did punch
I
the
punched
sun.
the entire sun.
I know.
So
I know
I'm
you
pretty.
remember
that.
So like, there's some shit.
I
Go
punched
check
the
out,
clue.
go check out Eat, Pray, Kill. It was a great show. It just ended 2 weeks ago. I do have an ability that allows me to see any distance, anything unblocked, to find whatever my target is.
Did you punch the clue?
I could punch the clue.
Actually, what happens is like Strawberry, you're still getting used to like having weird normal
Not
things,
having a
like,
tail?
not having a tail and stuff like that. So you're doing a
Just
lot of these
kicking.
like turning around, and you kind of just like you look down on the ground and you see like these like muddy footprints on the ground.
Jinkies.
And you just kind of point to them like there's these tracks and they're
That's
sort
what
of
they're
leading. You
My
see them like
hero.
go around the room a little bit, and then they very clearly lead out of the room, out of a window, and then which you then look up and it's like, oh, the window is broken, and it has been smashed, and there's like glass on the ground. And Harriet, you also notice this as well, but you have more of a thieves' eye. And so you notice the thing that strikes you is like they really only stole this one thing. There's so many things in this room, and these people came in, they smashed a window, and they only took one thing.
So I have emerged in and out of the shadows, assessing the shadows. I will go back into them
You would also notice
and
there
steal other things.
on like things there's like little claw marks, and then I actually think Strawberry with your you would also see like the claw marks and the smashed glass and all of that. With your major effect, like you step on a sword.
Ow.
Yeah, and it hurts a little bit.
Ow.
And it's a short sword.
I don't.
Like
I don't
it's
stop
kind of
moving
small.
the sword. I want to put. I'm just standing on the sword and my
And
foot is
it's-
bleeding.
And it's a little
Get off of that.
like old sort of looking. Like it's very clearly not a fine weapon.
I hurt myself finding something.
The last thing
Why are you
the
standing
two
on
of
a
you notice,
sword?
and you definitely see this. There's like glitter. There's actually glitter around the room.
What color's the glitter?
It's a lot of different shades, but there's multiple shades of glitter, and like that's the thing that your readout points out. So like you see all of these things, the thing that was stolen, but there is actual like little bits of glitter kind of dusted around.
Strawberry just grabs the glitter and is just like.
I've
throwing it
solved
around,
your
making it
crime.
look pretty.
It's quite simple, really.
Right. Yes.
A bird crashed through your window, clawed onto the pedestal where this egg was, and walked away with it thinking it was their own egg.
How small was this bird?
And was it glittery?
And
What
is
is
this
this
red
glitter?
stuff supposed to keep coming out?
No.
Oh dear, you're bleeding.
Yeah.
And why are you standing on a sword?
I guess take 2 points of might damage.
Yeah.
So subtract your armor from that, so you take 1 point as you continue to stand on the sword.
Don't just pull it out because then it will bleed more. You need to see a physician.
Just
The strawberry already ripped it out. Like, it just.
like holding this sword. There's some
Just
blood
my
coming
own
off
blood.
of it.
All right, kid, person, blue thing. Do you have a name?
Yeah. Strawberry. Candy. Sweetheart. Daffodil. Murderface.
Which do you prefer?
A while ago I preferred Kara. Now I go by Strawberry, or Berry Baby, or the champion, or #1 King Slayer Killer #1.
I will call
or-
you Strawberry.
I like that.
I am going to take Berry Baby.
Oh, I like Berry
it.
Baby. My best friend calls
Which
me
one
that.
will you take? There's a whole plethora if you like.
Murder face.
Accurate. Very accurate. There's a reason I have that name.
All right, there's a chair right there. Sit down on the chair.
Strawberry sits on the chair. Strawberry
This is like a bloody
perches onto the
footprint.
a bloody
No,
footprint
not
over
not with your feet. I need your feet. Just, I mean, it's not weird. Just
hands.
let
Strawberry
me-
kind of just rolls upside down in the chair, so his feet are hanging out, his head is down, and he's just upside down hanging, with
You
blood
are
just kind of dripping a little bit.
Peculiar. Ada starts taking notes.
Do you have
a cloth. Of
Oh,
some
yes, yes, and like whenever you ask for something, a servant just comes and puts it in your hand.
kind.
And they don't tuck, they just go.
Oh, okay. And I like take. Don't move.
But it's
Breathe.
And I like take his foot, and I'm just like, oh, this isn't that bad. And I like just pat it off, and it probably stops bleeding by itself because it's like 1 point of damage. So.
Yeah, you were fine. It really wasn't that bad, and it mostly would have been if you hadn't continued to stand on it.
Well, I didn't. I usually stand on things all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I didn't get your name.
Rachel.
Thank you for making my foot not red anymore, Rachel. I'm sorry for calling you mean.
I am mean. It's fine.
It's okay. I'm a murder face. I get you.
Right, so if a bird stole my Fabergé egg, then you can get it back, I presume.
Oh, sure.
We first have to find the bird.
Those glasses of yours are pretty fancy.
And you can watch them, like, on yours, you get that video game thing where it, like, tracks people's paths of movement, so you, like, see the footprints go and, like, lead out the window and, like, down towards outside the garden.
Yes, I mean, we could literally just go out that window right now and follow them.
Was it recent that you lost this egg?
Yes, I believe it was earlier today. There was quite a racket, and one
All right,
of my
the sandwiches
servants-
were great. Let's go.
Why do tell? With this room, with all of these fabulous things, they are very fabulous. No, are you so upset about this egg?
I'm literally like going towards the window.
I assume the three of you are leaving as McNamara is Harriet is staying
Helena.
behind. Well, it was a gift from a dear friend, one who I have not seen in a long time.
Who was-
I actually think there was a matching set, and one of them was also stolen. They seem to be quite popular.
Do you have a reference of this egg? Did someone take a live drawing of it?
Sadly, no. No.
Who is this friend that gave it to you?
Friend. My friend. I don't know. My memory is shoddy.
Vague
You
and
are
ominous, let me do it.
37
I am
after all.
37. And she like takes your hand and she's like, while you still have good years left, my dear, make good use of them. Don't end up like me. Almost dead. The cold grip of death.
And then you see her like shift into the shadows towards the window.
She just like
Slinks away.
Strawberry rolls some candy over
The sad lady.
No. Let her be. Let
that
her.
trend, and she saunters out of the room and goes towards
Man, humans are dramatic.
Bertrand.
Okay.
It is like
so you
dragged a chair.
Climb out of
like,
the.
yeah.
You're
Especially
climbing out of
the
the window.
old
How
ones.
tall? How like is this a first story window?
Yeah, it's a first story window.
Okay.
You're on the ground floor. Like
All right.
It
This
is-
is easy peasy.
It is not graceful about climbing. She does not do physical things. So it's like a sort of like try and get herself up and over,
Do
and
you
then
need
just
a hand?
How
or
high?
a stool of some kind.
It's literally on. It's like 2 feet.
Just like a
Strawberry
rose bush on the
plops
other
down
side.
and just gets on all fours, makes a little stool.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Do you have shoes? Servant people.
Yeah.
Can you get shoes?
Oh,
that fit-
yeah.
fit-
Like suddenly there are shoes
You should wear those. You don't want to get an infection
on your feet. And they like point to their
on
feet.
your feet. The place where the red was coming out.
I fluctuate between bipedal and quadrupedal.
Bring another pair.
Brings a second pair of
Okay.
shoes.
Okay. Now Strawberry's walking on all fours like a cat.
Oh my god.
It's really awkward for you.
Yeah,
to
just
do.
my
I
back
do
is
love
not-
him so.
My back is not. This is
I'm sorry. I don't remember getting your name.
It's the Starling.
The stalling.
Starling.
Would I have knowledge?
Starling.
Yes,
Okay.
like the bird.
I like that.
Thank you.
Huh?
Would I have knowledge of the starling from history?
The most notable thief
did
of
you-
all time
did you
that
steal
has stolen
science?
everything. Yes, I may have stolen science.
You stole
At
science.
one time, I
Very
robbed
big
the,
and good science.
the dear and wonderful
No.
Charles Babbage.
You have never heard of the starling.
That's a
I
good
wasn't
thief.
good at history, so I wouldn't have heard of anything.
It was also for you. It's much
Much
farther
further
into
back.
history. We're talking
You focus on the
thousands,
future.
as opposed to hundreds of years.
Yes, frankly, there's no written history of me. I mean, there's no written note of me. The only thing that people are
You
aware
stole
of are the things are gone, and then there's a significantly delicate metal bird remaining.
Seems like the mark of a very good thief, then.
It's absolutely correct.
All right, well, good thief. We need to track this other thief who's hopefully not as good. So where your glasses?
Right that way. Her glasses have like tinted over and gone polarized again.
Yeah, it was a good time before. I don't know how to mute this.
You all
You can have a beep boop every time I touch my glasses.
I'll try.
It'd be pretty great. It'd be pretty great.
Is it beep beep?
So you scramble out of the window with varying levels of deftness.
She just flies out the window.
Totally.
Just a little
I
somersault.
like to imagine one of you realizes that there's an actual outdoor, like a door that leads to the outside, and just like takes the door and comes around the side.
When she lands, like some more silverware and everything else just kind of flits out.
I
Strawberry
think you
just hits a
lost
tree.
a piece.
Strawberry like vaults out of the window, tumbles a little bit, and slams into a tree.
I'm usually better at bounding.
Sure. Okay.
Ugh.
I guess lead on.
So
We'll just
outside,
follow
yeah, you're able to follow these tracks, and they kind of they exit the grounds of the estate, and they like continue down the road. So you'll have a little bit of time to walk and to talk amongst yourself, and eventually they will lead to like kind of over like actually to a hedge is basically what they end up leading to. And then beyond the hedge, you see like a driveway and a very stately manor home. Like it's a large, sort of two-story, sort of sprawling estate, beautifully manicured lawns. And you
the
see
air is really fresh here.
it's very fresh. And people are driving up to this gate, and they're kind of going up to the front of the house in these large, sort of square black boxes for many of you, but carriages for Harriet with coaches. And it looks like there's some sort of party happening.
Oh, I'm quite familiar with these. And apologies about the bird bit. I was actually just trying to distract the lady. I was.
Oh, good. You don't actually believe it's a bird because there was a lot of glitter around, and I would be
What
shocked
is this
if a bird
glitter
could
are
fly.
you speaking about?
Oh,
What-
it's
what is
this. I took
glitter?
a vial of it.
Oh, is this shiny? Is this worth something? Should I
Usually
collect
not.
all of it?
Well, good luck. It gets
Good
everywhere once you
fucking
do.
luck.
Strawberry jumps into one of the passing cars,
Oh my god!
Okay,
trying to get into it. Actually, into it because he sees people in there.
Yeah, you see there's a carriage driving past. The doors are closed. So how are you going about this? Like they're not moving that fast.
Like this.
So you're just jumping into it, and you're hoping to smash the door in and get inside.
I want to know what's in there. I bet
Alright,
it's something nice.
So I need you to roll. This is going to be a challenging task.
Okay.
So we'll make difficult because your body mass might just smash the door. So you need to roll a 12 or higher unless you have anything related to body smashing.
I do have breaking things and jumping, two things that I plan on doing.
You do. I'll let one of those apply. So you need to roll a 9 or higher to slam and into and get inside of this
To
carriage by
successfully
jumping.
get all up in this carriage. I rolled a. What is this one? Is this a 9 or 6?
No.
It's a 6.
Well, no, that's it. That is a 6.
I rolled a
six.
6.
So what you all see as you're looking at this fence, you don't actually see any of this. You hear a thud,
Ow.
followed by another thud, followed by a bunch of yelling, as this carriage will stop because they think they hit you. And someone like flings open the door and they're like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Are you all right?" And then they start like yelling at the carriage driver, "Oh, you should be more careful and not hurt the people as they're on the streets."
Harriet, using deceiving, rolls immediately over to the carriage driver. It's like, oh my dear, goodness, are you all right? Philip, are you all right?
That is my name, yes.
Yes, Philip is your name. I don't believe he knows his name. Quickly, come over this way.
Yes,
How could you hit my dear friend?
Where? And
We are
she's-
heading to this
Shoes on my
party
hands
that is
still.
happening.
Shoes on her hands.
We are awfully sorry. We never intended to hit anyone. And just like, George, you should be more careful of the
The
carriage.
least you could do is ferry us to this party.
Oh yes, where'd your carriage go?
It was lost in the scuffle when and Philip here. Philip, that's your name, right?
Yes,
Philip,
that is my
your name.
indeed my real name.
Entire
and I am-
carriage was lost in the scuffle.
It evaporated.
I'm just
it
standing there with my
evaporated.
arms crossed going.
I'm trying to take advantage of the excessive amount of crazy that is happening.
I also
Yeah, no,
is
it's
George
easy
the
to do.
carriage driver.
Yeah, George
While
is the
they're
carriage
focusing on this, Strawberry is reaching over and pulling out candy and whatever shiny things.
No,
because he feels
no,
bad about it.
oh.
Just kind of.
Okay.
It is a long story. I happily will tell you.
I need you to roll to lie to this lady. Now,
Absolutely.
I'm going to say the fact that Strawberry is not a convincing liar will net out with the fact that they hit Strawberry with the carriage.
Yay!
More like
We all win.
Strawberry
Make
hit the
this,
carrot.
difficult, so it would normally be you need a 12 or higher. What you have something that helps you with
I
deceiving,
do.
right?
I do.
Okay, are you trained or specialized?
Are you?
I am trained.
Okay, so
Would
that'll
you like
make
to drink
it
water?
one easier. And this
Don't
is also
fall
an
into it.
intellect test. So right now you need to roll a 9 or higher. But if you wanted to
I
spend,
have rolled a 10.
you have rolled a 10. Well, there you go.
That's higher
so
than a 9.
She kind of looks at you and she's like, "Oh well," and seems a bit confused for a moment about how you lost a carriage in the scuffle.
Did the carriage just disappeared?
Oh, I've heard there has been a rash of fever. Yes, please
Oh,
come inside.
yes.
Come inside, and she'll usher you into the carriage. And there's like a sort of a dour-looking gentleman in there as well, in like his coat.
Okay.
I
and
have,
it's a little
like
crowded.
we can see the manor from
Yes.
here, right?
Oh yes.
I look in the carriage at like that, like there's already like a few people, and it's pretty like it's not big. I'm just like,
It comfortably sits 4, so like
I'll
2
walk. It's fine.
don't understand how these parties work. You need to be invited.
I'll walk.
I invite you to the party.
No, that's fine. I'll go to the fucking party, but I don't want to get in this.
We need an invitation.
Right up front with George.
George, you're George. Your name is.
looks at the carriage driver and
Oh.
like motions to the seat next to him.
All right, I'll ride with George.
And I have nicked a nice little coat for you, so you kind of fit into the...
It just puts on the coat and is like, okay. So you all pile into this carriage with George, and then you ride the 200 meters to the front gate.
It's important.
All right.
And then she gets out, and all of you are now invited into the party. So you are.
Is this still the right direction?
Yes. Yeah. You notice you kind of look to the side and you see the footprints. It looks like they went through the hedge and then they kind of cycled around like the back of the manor.
But I think we need to go in through the back door.
Yes, indeed. And you'll be greeted at the front door by lots of different people, and they'll offer to take your coats and various things. Like, she'll be like,
Yes, give them your coat.
take your coat.
And I know it's the back
gestured.
door.
Yeah,
I think that Rachel is just wearing like the waistcoat, like the vest and pants, and nothing else.
It's fine. It's not out of order. A good friend of mine, Eleanor, used to wear that as well.
And so you step inside and there's a lovely party happening. There's people serving trays with more food on them and bringing drinks around. There's wine and more little sandwiches. And there's just quite a lovely bubbly affair. And people seem to also be filtering into the backyard. There's croquet happening outside. Or in your case, people are hitting a ball with a stick. With a mallet on the end of it, and someone's playing an instrument that's making a grand piano, and
How do I play
all
hammer
quite
game?
lovely.
Hammer game. Want to hit the things?
It's called croquet, and be careful.
It was a pleasure. So again, are you sure you're all right?
Yes, my name is Philip, and I am all right.
Well, Philip, it was good to meet you. I'm sure we'll see you around the party. I didn't catch your name, dear.
Philip.
Oh, it's Harry.
Philip Phillips.
Philip, go outside and play croquet.
Strawberry just on all fours just sprints to the croquet and just like is just
He's a real go-getter.
just hitting the
does.
croquet thing with rocks.
Seem
He was in the war.
Oh dear. Oh,
He's a bit
no.
affected by the war.
I've heard that's happened to some people. Yes, indeed. Well, enjoy yourself here. It was a pleasure. And she bows and curtsies and
All the
disappears off into
fancies.
the party.
Can you see any of the in here?
There's no signs inside.
Okay.
We would have to go and see where they went around the back first.
As we're passing through the party, I'm grabbing food and just like stuffing it in my mouth like I haven't eaten in like
This
30
is why,
years.
and then
That's
this is,
amazing.
and then the Starling, kind of leans over to talk to you both, and is like, "Yes, I know. The back door is probably the direction that this thief came in, and yes, the food is quite good. This is why you get invited. Why sneak in?
But we weren't invited, and we still got in.
Exactly.
So
Don't
why
worry
do we
about
ha-
that.
So
bit.
why do you have to be invited?
That's just how these people in London do this.
All right. Well, we're here.
They get really stuffy when you go in when you're not invited.
London.
Yeah, but we weren't invited though, and we're
Well,
here.
but we are now.
And they're giving us free food, actual food that was grown in the ground.
Yes, in tiny sandwich form.
Is there a never mind.
So you keep reaching towards your your glasses, like
Oh, yes, I've done significant improvements to them to ensure that I have the optimal amount of information at every moment in time.
improvements. Can you make improvements to this mask to make it a bit more comfortable?
She'll like take it. She's like, well, I can make improvements to make it more comfortable, but frankly, there's a lot more that I could do with this. Why limit it?
I will keep that under advisement.
I would really love to finish this whole egg situation so that I can go back to the future.
Where you don't have any food?
Yeah, I don't know.
There are things we have food, just not like.
You're
it's-
right. I
it's-
should be more precise with my language. Where you don't have good food.
Yes.
Hmm.
There's people that are nice, and the sex was happening, which was great.
Scandalous.
So I would just
You
like
hear- yeah, someone in the back goes, "Woo!" and then just like walks away.
My ex-suitor used to write books about that.
About sex?
cool.
Oh,
I've read a
volumes
lot
it.
of books about it.
A lot of books, huh?
Well, yeah, you have to understand the mechanics of it before you can attempt to employ any of the tactics.
And have you?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
I get surprisingly more than you might think, but surprisingly less than others might think.
To the audience at home, this is when I wish I could monologue token either of them right
Such a good mechanic.
now. It's such
It is so,
my
that's the only
favorite.
game I haven't played out of all these shows, and it's so cool. Check it out.
On the YouTubes.
Yeah, on the YouTube. Manner speaking to the point, based on.
The Good Society RPG.
Yeah, there you go. Plug.
Sensibility
We're making
and
money on
sword play.
Crossmas.
So much sensibility.
All right. So let's go to the back. We can talk about your sex life later.
Do I know who this party is for?
You probably eventually, as you're wandering around, you're at Lord James Upton's estate. And he seems to be a well-to-do lord in this area. And it's probably some sort of garden party to show off how lordly he is. So you can really understand his lordly presence.
I say the Uptons are still a family.
Yes. Yeah. Uptons. As opposed to the Downtons.
So,
Well then, so we're here at the Uptons?
The Sidetons.
yeah, it's rather not important.
Okay.
They're just notable.
Well, great.
That's as important why we must have been invited, otherwise we would have seemed a bit more suspicious than we already are.
Thank you for the coat, by the way. I presume that made me blend in even further. Sometimes it's hard to blend in. Most people see me exactly when I enter the room, and
I have
sometimes it
all
gets
the-
frustrating. But I wish they would see me for who I am and the intelligence I bring to the conversation, rather than the way that I look.
Pause. What do you look like clothes-wise? Are you wearing like the turtleneck?
Yeah, what does Ada look like right now?
Because when we translate into the clothes of the era.
Yeah,
so I
you
believe-
are actually all kind of wearing, except for you, because you translated it in a sheet.
It was great, thank you.
You're all essentially wearing 1800s clothing.
Oh, cool.
But I assume that
And you
Ada's
said you were
is-
having sex.
I mean, I love it. That was intentional. I thought it would be funny. It was.
It was.
There you go.
So what's Ada wearing?
She is wearing the high sort of
I would
neck,
say-
but and it's on all black top, and then she has the sort of typical skirt that you would expect, except it's like a pinstriped skirt.
So you're wearing a lot of black, right?
Yeah.
So every so often, some people will come up to you and be like, "I'm so sorry."
Just
walk away.
Why do people keep saying that?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Strawberry walks out
so
with
sorry.
all of the hammers.
I'm so sorry.
I got all the hammers, but they kept yelling at me. I'm sorry too.
You don't.
Have some snacks.
Strawberry,
Picks up a hammer.
you are the most. No, actually, if you are in a human body, I presume that will be very unpleasant, and you might have to dig splinters out of your mouth. You might try to find something that is a little more squishy. Imagine things that come off of trees that are squishy.
Nudes. Nudes.
Servant.
Do we have nudes?
Can you get like? Are you holding like an
Yeah,
entire
it's a-
plate of
just a whole platter,
canapes?
yeah.
I just grab it and I hand it to Strawberry.
I know what canapes are. We
Okay.
made some really good ones.
Not the plate, just the things on the plate.
I know how to canape. Strawberry reaches over very daintily and pulls 1 and 2 off. Ooh, a feather.
Where did that come from?
That's so
I want to point
appropriate.
out,
Bye.
the last time he had a tray of canapes put in front of him, he did eat the tray, so...
Yeah. Well, those weren't canapes. They were mushy. These are a
No,
little...
those were beautiful canapes.
Were they canapes? I've only seen one canape. So I
unexpectedly delicate eating.
You see, he's full of delights.
I agree.
Weirdly loud.
Frankly, all of you are interesting in your own ways. I'll be developing files on you when I get back to my lab.
So you think I'm a human?
Okay, but first we have to do the getting back part.
Like I
Well-
was trying to say, you were looking at your glasses and tapping them.
Well, yes, the last that I saw, we need to go around the back so we can see the last part where the trail left off. I've been
Okay, let's go
following
find the trail! Strawberry just runs and yells,
Barrels through
Mystery!
the entire party. Everyone's like, whoop.
He was in the war.
Oh, I'm so. And then they go to you and they're like, I'm so sorry.
And she's like, I'm so sorry. Why do they keep saying that to me?
It's fine. Take the apology. Just don't worry about it.
Can I get anything from it?
You can get their sympathies.
Oh, well, all right.
Perhaps
then.
curry a bit of favor.
Why would I want favor?
I mean, some kind of favors are pretty. I'm just gonna stop.
Is Blue Jay or Rachel now?
Both. And Ada stands there for a solid 30 seconds. You stand there as Strawberry is tearing off through this party. You're exiting out the sort of dining ballroom and into the lawn where you had run out and then run back in and then run out again where they're playing croquet.
they don't have hammers anymore.
They don't have the hammers anymore because you are holding them in your hand.
They are mine now. I won the game.
And several people are selling, but every time, as soon as you say like, "Oh, he's in the war," there's a lot of like, "Oh, I'm so."
I learned that
so
that worked
sorry.
pretty well when she said it, so we're just going with that.
So what do the three of you, I assume, eventually follow after Strawberry?
We're trying to get to where we like around back where we saw, yeah.
Sneak, 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 sneaky!
Where we saw the last of it.
Strawberry yells. You find him because he's yelling, "Sneak, sneak, 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 sneaky!"
Over here!
And he's gone around like the side of the building, so you kind of go to the immediate part where they're playing the croquet out of the backyard, and you see the footprints, and they go kind of all the way around to the side.
Over that way.
And they lead into this kind of hedged area of the party.
Ah, hedges. They make me feel so at home.
It smells weird.
What? When you say it smells weird, I presume all of Earth smells significantly weird to you. Can you define that smell a little further?
It smells less like death than I'm used to.
All right then.
Which is not inherently bad.
Just unexpected.
How does the dirt taste?
Well, you can answer
Kind of
that
like
first.
death. And Meteor. Smells like
Taste smells like
like manure, like compost.
like horse poop.
Yep.
Is it sparkly?
So you head there, and as you head in there, you're able to pick up again the kind of visuals of these like small footprints. And you would like to Ada, they would, and to the humans, they would look like child-sized sort of footprints. They appear to be somewhat barefoot, and they sort of, you see another like part where they like go through the hedge in the lawn, and this is 100% one of those like hedge garden, like not quite a maze, but
Okay,
like, you
yeah.
know, the sort of arrangements.
The
that
hedge
you can-
fund.
Yes, it's the hedge fund up to the stage. And you can see where they like push through. So you see these claw marks, and there's like little bits of glitter again that are sort of strewn about there, and like parts where they've like torn into the hedge and stuff like that. Things like that. So you
Well-
clearly picked up your trail again at
Well-
this point, the edge of the party.
This makes no sense to me. This doesn't seem like normal thieving activity. Usually, you try and get in, steal the thing, and not leave traces behind. So,
Well, presumably we're not dealing with something normal then. The very fact that there are those of us here who are not human and those of us here who are from entirely different realities. In fact, I believe that accounts for all of us at that point.
We also didn't really question
Partially.
that too much.
That we come from different realities?
Yeah.
Obviously, it makes perfect logical sense. Ada goes on for the next 15 minutes.
Strawberry's
So this
taking
one
notes.
time when I was 11 years old,
I went down an elevator and
We had elevators too.
it was amazing. Honestly,
are
I
you
wish-
going to
I'm
go
still fairly certain I'm sleeping.
into the hedge.
It was really good.
Harriet's stolen so many things from so many strange places around the world that this is not that abnormal.
Plus, it's like closest to your like actual era.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it doesn't really.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's a sun. It's in the sky.
There's a sun.
I'm gonna use jumping. So you just see Strawberry like look up, and it's like the two bars come across the screen.
Yeah.
Looks at the sun, and just jumps, but not like that. Like I mean, like a 3-4 foot
Yeah,
jump.
I'm gonna let you know that punching the sun. So technically, impossible does mean things that have to be physically possible, and it is not physically possible. So feel free to roll and.
Oh no! Strawberry just jumps up about 6 feet in the air.
Yeah,
that's
but,
it.
Yeah, you jump up in the air.
Yeah. Ha! Man,
I love you, demon.
It hurts to look at it. It's real bright.
I can't lick my eyes, so it's not really
Nope.
helpful to stare.
It's actually incredibly bad for your human body for you to stare like that.
Why are you made so squishy, though?
Well, I'm trying to change that, but it takes time and effort, and frankly, the last attempt made curing cancer a possibility, so I don't know what to do.
You're like, I've been curing cancer since I was a baby.
That's wait, a thing?
Cancer?
Yeah.
Babies?
Yes, and yes.
Oh.
Wait, you have a cure for it then? See, I believe I may have discovered a cure, but it goes off for another 10 minutes.
You're standing in front of this
Just the hedge, just-
At some point, people
You're
from
standing
the
in front
party
of the
might
hedge.
come over and seem a little confused. Why you're
Okay,
standing in front of this hedge.
Oh, can we have some more
we can
sandwiches,
talk
please?
about-
Then they go away. and
Please
they
take the
come
hammers.
back.
we can talk about
You win.
If we finish this and for some reason we're still stuck here, I can tell you all about that. But let's hedge.
Yes, no, absolutely. I presume it has something to do with psychic?
That was your first assumption.
Well, it makes logical sense.
Okay. No, I mean, yes, you're right. I just
Well, you're from another era, and you talked about being psychic, and then you didn't explain it at
no,
all.
I didn't.
And
I
usually
never
when-
said anything about being.
It was
psychic.
psionic, and she never said anything about it.
I think that was it.
That was in the pre-show.
Oh shoot! Sorry, I totally thought that you had said that you were
No.
psionic in the conversation.
I did too.
Okay, let's scratch that then. I know what I said.
I'm sorry. I'm
sorry,
sorry.
your
Your sister's a witch.
sorry.
So
Yeah.
She is a witch.
I'm
She is a witch.
sorry.
But she wouldn't have known the psionic word. It would have been obviously
Yeah.
you have some sort of like powers
Yeah,
of some
she would have been
kind,
like,
et
you're
cetera, et
magical.
cetera.
Your
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
We call it helikinesis.
magic.
Telekinesis.
Magic isn't real. Is it real? Stars Without Number has some.
No,
magic.
it's like you can technically play that separately, but no.
Okay,
In
no.
your reality, no, it's
magic
psionics.
isn't real.
Magic is a
It's psionic,
complicated
sorry.
and ultimately vague term that doesn't really begin to describe half of the things we experience on a daily basis.
Let's discuss this while we go through the hedge.
Strawberry goes on for 10 minutes about the existence.
Come on, murder face hedge.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's small footprints on the hedge.
Yeah.
So this thief
On the hedge.
is tiny.
And walks up hedge.
And, okay.
It's not on the hedge. It goes in like, and then it stops, and then there's damage to the hedge, and then presumably they continue on the other side, but you don't know.
Strawberry has the shoes, puts the shoes back on his hands, and just starts just protection,
Yeah.
Sick
and just
boy.
starts like
I mean, it's
clawing
better
through
than
the
not.
hedge.
Okay, so you claw your way through this hedge. You tumble out the other side, and the first thing you notice is there's no one there. The second thing you notice is a few meters ahead of you. There is a sort of best way to describe it would be a glowing tear in reality.
Ah.
Harriet walks around the
You
edge of the
walk around
hedge.
the edge of the hedge. You see Strawberry, these sort of massive footprints,
We're
and
just going through, and you're just like taking the
a
door.
glowing tear in reality, like a slice in the air that is somewhat
My.
jagged and large and glowing.
I go in it.
Do you?
It's very normal where I come from.
I just go in it. Strawberry, you see actually as you are walking around the hedge, Strawberry going into this.
She
black
immediately
reality.
begins to journal as the
So we'll
strange
come back to you,
light.
Strawberry, when we find out where you are.
Okay, have I ever seen anything like this before?
Probably not directly, no.
Okay, this is fucking weird.
I think Ada looks at it because does it look
It
similar
looks similar to
like
what Kenna would do.
Okay, yeah. So she just looks
Like
at it
the,
and she's
the
like,
slicing through reality.
"Oh, we're probably going to go to another time or something."
Fucking not another one. Does it? Okay.
Hopefully, they still have food that came out of the earth.
I mean,
So what you're saying is go through this.
Oh, absolutely. Well, potentially, I'd like to scan it.
It is a thing you can
Yeah.
go through.
How long does scan take to work?
It just says I need to. It's 2 intellect points.
is it an action?
It's probably an action, so
It probably is an action.
Yeah,
It
you probably
doesn't
need to
say
spend
action
enough time.
on here.
I assume it's an action. And I just
it
didn't
seems
put it on
action-y.
there. Okay, so yeah, you spend like the sort of 30 seconds looking at it. What did you roll?
13.
13. So the first thing that pops up like on your reading is it's just like a massive like confluence of energies. You've definitely seen things like this before. It's not quite the same as like what you have seen in the past. And you get a sense that like it does lead into another location, but you can't pinpoint what that location would be.
Okay. Strawberry kind of messed up the ground, but does it look like the footsteps from that we were following go into that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's go.
it looks like one of your glitters, but larger.
Yeah, it's like a really big piece of glitter in the sky.
I mean, that is certainly a way to describe
Harriet
it. I
walks
suppose.
over to examine if she can steal it.
Can you seal
There-
the rift in reality?
Yeah, do you like
tweezers or
touch
something?
it or
No, I'm
anything?
just like curiously
Yeah,
looking at
it's
it, taking notes.
large, like it's
Like-
big enough that you could fit through it. It doesn't
It's
appear to be
so
connected
shiny.
to anything.
If you go on the other side of it, what does it look like? Is
Same
it
thing.
Same thing?
Yeah, it's kind of that weird trick of like you walk all the way around it and it never seems to change.
Kind of like an annihilation they were made.
Oh, I want it.
Yeah.
I
Like,
walk
at all
back
directions, it
over
looks
to
the same.
the hedge where Strawberry got on all fours. I grab one of the mallets that he left on the ground. I like weigh it like in my hands and like adjust my grip till I've got like a good like grip on it, and then I just like be like, all right, let's go, and I walk through the thing.
You tumble through. Who goes next? So we've got
Every time.
Strawberry, Rachel.
Harriet comes back to you. So you go into the shiny.
Yes, and it will take us somewhere, though honestly I have no way of telling us whether or not that's a perfectly legitimate or safe climate for humans. So we could be walking to our deaths.
So we should walk into the shiny.
Yes, I think so. I mean, if we're going to find this egg, which it seems we have to.
Harriet just hears go in. Go in.
Come.
Something about death, whatever.
Come.
It is also going to pick up a mallet, but she's gonna like stick it halfway in and then try and pull it back out.
As
I mean, I feel like it operates
as
like
Harriet
a
just grabs
Stargate
your
test
hand
just,
and
like,
pulls you and walks in.
Yeah, it's too late. You get pulled through. So
With like mallet dragging.
the screen goes white. Everyone's vision goes bright for a moment, and we appear. We find Strawberry first. Strawberry, you probably here would find yourself looking still vaguely human, but more a little bit more devilish than you might have anticipated. Like you have horns. Your skin is probably blue. Your teeth are somewhat like elongated. You actually probably have a tail, and you also probably have like weird bits of metal like fused to your body that you
Ow.
don't know where those came from.
Bits of
And
metal.
you're wearing clothing that is both like futuristic, but also still somehow kind of like survival oriented, like that kind of Indiana Jones sort of style, like or Nathan Drake style, but also weirdly futuristic. And surrounding you is massive flora, large trees, big leaves, and boy, it is very humid. It is hot. There is a cacophony of noises surrounding you, like the sounds of insects and other creatures that you can't see.
to be shipped.
In this, yeah, you are. You are shippable now. In this large jungle scape, and you'll have a moment before everyone else sort of tumbles through in this area.
What is the hardest thing near me?
Probably a tree.
I headbutt it.
It kind of hurts.
But does it hurt as much as it does before?
No.
Is the tree okay?
The tree might have like where your horns hit it, probably like some damage to it. Yeah.
Oh, not bad. I like this better. Strawberry just kind of rolls around and plays with his tail because he really misses playing with his tail.
Cool. And that is what you see when you step through.
On
And
the
the
back of the
mallet
cat.
that you were holding is no longer a mallet. It probably turns into like a robust like staff, like a kind of like a collapsing baton. You feel a little bit more familiar as your clothing takes on more sort of futuristic forms, like it's like a combat vest.
It's a future
there's
combat
like,
sheet.
Yeah, it's like there's like pouches everywhere.
I
and,
love pouches.
yeah, there's a lot of pouches, and it's like kind of greenish, like camo-y sort of colors. And you are surrounded by by massive trees and flowers and plants that are just kind of a tumble into this jungle.
Holy shit.
And I'll say for the sake of this, you also like feel re-equipped. Like you have your pistol and like your flashlight and like all your gear has shown up with you.
Hi.
Probably very short. Yeah, and then you see Strawberry on the ground playing with a tail.
With
He has a
very
tail.
sharp teeth.
You know, you look stranger, but also it looks more you.
You look good. I like the
Pockets?
pouches.
Lots of pockets.
Yeah.
I love it. And I also have my gun. And she like takes out her gun and then a flashlight and is like,
Whoa.
It's still daytime, so it's not that
No,
dark
you have
out
to
here. but you have to have the
Strawberry looks like gets really up into the muzzle, just really interested in this thing.
you want to test it?
Yeah.
Like actually?
Has Strawberry ever seen a gun?
Yeah, Lucky's guns.
I have seen Lucky's guns, but they were golden, and I thought you made them.
No, I stole them from that
Oh,
one
you
guy.
stole them. I forgot.
Oh, no, I didn't steal. I won them in a gambling like den of something.
Oh yeah, the god of gambling.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when you stepped on the sword and it hurt your foot?
Yeah.
This would hurt a lot more.
Fargo.
Well,
and Margo.
I headbutted a tree.
It still
And-
kind of hurt.
Yeah, but not as much as I did before. So,
Next time.
okay. What are all these things? And I'm just hitting the metal, clanking the metal things, like pots. I'm just like a toddler with pots. Psh, psh.
Yeah, if you smack some of them too much, they might actually hurt.
Is it like a spark?
That's
It's
not
like cybernetics.
That's not normal. That's not something you usually have.
No. Our technology is simultaneously more arcane and more advanced. Complicated.
It looks like, and I like.
Like armor plate. Like it
do
looks
you-
almost like protective.
Do you mind if I?
Oh no, please.
And
I'm
I
an
like,
open
and
book.
I pat where your skin is touching it, and then like on top of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like fused?
Yeah, it looks like they're like implants, and a lot of it, like his skin is a lot tougher, and it looks like he's got actual like physical armor.
It looks like some kind of like armor plating. I wouldn't try to take it off. It looks like it's actually like fused on there. So.
Is it for hitting good?
I mean, it's for making it hurt less
When
you,
I hit them?
or when you
Actually,
get hit.
Yeah, your knuckles are probably also like have like serious like metal
This
plating.
is for hitting. This is for getting hit.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you could also hit with that.
I probably will, knowing me. Huh.
And shortly after that, being dragged, we see Harriet first. You tumble out, and Ada shortly afterwards. Harriet, your attire has changed. You are probably, I don't know what you would be wearing if you were a Lara Croft equivalent. You'd probably still have a hat.
I probably still have a hat.
And Ada, similarly, like your glasses become a little bit more futuristic.
A futuristic
Yeah.
female Sir Edmund Hillary.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, as you tumble out into
ridiculous.
this large jungle, and as you do, behind you, the tear disappears.
Okay, no, it's fine. Are there still footsteps? I assume that if we get the egg, we'll find a way back. Do you still see footsteps?
Try and scan again.
It's bloody hot, I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
18.
18.
You could take off some of your.
Yeah, I think you're still got like a weird bustle. There's like extra buckles.
Oh, no, she stitched it by now.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just a tank top and
It's like
you
a
have
tank
this,
top,
like, a
hat.
bra. You don't know what this is.
Just take it off. It's very uncomfortable.
Oh, I like this look on you a lot more.
This is kind of how I look, except I think I'm a little more cool normally.
Fair.
I have a tail, though. And just
Oh.
like waves the tail at you.
Oh. You know, at some point, I would like to see what you look like normally. And I would like to show you how me as a human looks normally. You see, because I am not the same as other humans, but we're very similar on a lot of levels. The oddity is,
Okay. So as you look down, as you're saying this, you look over and your thing points out. With an 18, you definitely see the footprints, and they appear to be making their way through the jungle.
oh,
You can continue as we go.
it's that way.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm
I'm like, I've got the gun and the flashlight.
Harriet's still there checking out pants.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you're like doing cartwheels and.
Oh, this is what Eleanor was on about. This is quite good. I like these.
Is
And
this
these,
the
what are
first
these?
time you've worn pants?
possibly.
Oh, how awesome.
And these pouches. He's got a couple pouches. Like,
Yeah, there's pockets.
yeah.
Yeah, the future has pockets, or is it the past?
Nobody knows.
Oh.
But there's pockets, and that's all that
Ada,
matters.
you start identifying like things kind of through your scanner, and it's all popping up as like flora that is vaguely Earth-like, and but many of these species have been extinct for millions of years.
This is really bizarre. If you see a dinosaur, say something.
Oh, what now?
At that moment,
Yeah, what now?
I
What
would
is that?
like everybody to go ahead. Anyone who hasn't I think your identifying danger
for
would apply to
dinosaur.
this.
Right.
So go ahead and roll. If you have anything else related to like perception or seeing things, let me know.
Can I deceive the
Oh.
dinosaur or persuade the
I
dinosaur?
got an 18.
18. You cannot perceive or deceive the dinosaur.
Can I initiative the dinosaur?
Nope.
How about vigorous?
Nope.
Okay.
I have a 16.
Can I vigorous the dinosaur?
Can I vigorous the dinosaur? 20, natural 20.
Yes!
These are the golden dice
We
of the
wish
little
you a
golden
Merry
person who lives in my
Christmas.
mind.
What did you get?
12.
Ada is not really paying that much of attention.
There's a lot of interesting flora about.
Yeah, you're very distracted. I will
You
say
see a
100%.
dinosaur.
Yeah, as you say, when you see a dinosaur, and all three of you are like, "What's that?" You are up at the front, flashlight thing, and you see like your flashlight shines on a pair of eyes, and they reflect back at you, and then suddenly that pair of eyes just has a massive mouth that opens up, and it goes.
I shoot at it.
We'll get to initiative in a second. Strawberry, you're looking at the other side, and as you do that, you see like a couple of things perched in the tree, just small creatures that are a little scaly, and they've got little small mouths and little claws, and they're like in the tree, and they're like.
Hi.
And you probably see those as well, and there's like a couple on your other side, as Ada's saying, when you see a dinosaur.
No, I just like if
I'm
if
saying
it does the
something.
danger
Is that the
noise,
dinosaur?
I shoot it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Fair. Very fair.
I would, on that note, like each of you to roll me your initiative.
wait.
So the way this works is you basically go before or after the NPCs, and then you operate in groups.
Now the natural 20 happens.
Where's
Initiative is not a skill. You might be trained in initiative, but otherwise you roll a
It's
d20
terrible.
and tell me what you
What
get.
you
Oh,
used to-
okay.
It kind of
And then I put you either before or after. Because you had a natural 20, I'm going to drop it down for you.
Okay.
So that is a good thing.
Okay, yay.
I
Or
got
higher for you.
I
so.
don't have any initiative skill, but I got a 19.
Okay, 19. Awesome. So you are likely to go. Yeah, you're so up at the top. We're gonna have Rachel going before then. What did you get?
A natural
A natural
20.
20. You are also going at the top.
Yeah.
There's no specific order once you're grouped up. Strawberry. What did you roll? You rolled a 10. I bump it up one more, so you're also up there. Ada.
8.
Cool.
You're distracted. There's a lot of really interesting things around right now.
All
They
right.
need to be identified, cataloged, and figured out.
So with that, we'll take our break.
Yeah.
As they say,
I shoot the danger noise.
tell me if it's a
Take a
dinosaur. I think some people figured out that they are in the world of predation.
Yeah.
Which is the dinosaur RPG. It's a lot of fun.
There's a dinosaur.
Yeah, predation. Isn't
Yeah.
it about the same people who do the
It's
strange?
the same people who do the strange
Yeah.
and the same people who do
Cool.
Cypher
It's
Systems.
fantastic.
like,
It's
This-
really cool.
My favorite part about it is it's the future past. So you're people from the future who got trapped in the Cretaceous period,
Right.
and so you like basically domesticated a bunch of dinosaurs and like used them.
Oh,
for
that's
your
awesome.
survival.
Bodies.
But also, you are from the future, so you know that there's a massive extinction event that's going to happen sometime in the next like 100,000 years.
But I'm from the future past.
I won't live that long.
Yeah.
I just want to I want to draft out the timelines because this is where Ada's from, this is where Starling's from, this is where Rachel's from. Strawberry's just the question mark out here in space. We don't really know how that works.
Yeah, it's just
vaguely,
somewhere.
vaguely from Earth.
All right,
Oh my
break
God.
time.
I've got a.
Break.
Sorry, I'm gonna
Sand,
read
get
donations.
water.
And there's.
Maybe I need a new tea.
Than I was prepared for. So
I
this page
also
isn't
need
loading
a-
all of
Wait,
them.
there's more tips
We'll
than
get
you
you
were
a good
expecting?
fancy
Well,
tea.
the page isn't loading all of them.
Oh, donations. We're
Oh,
charity,
yeah,
charitable,
yes.
nonprofit, whatever.
Yeah.
No,
I
no.
will get samples.
It's good. I need a break from this mask.
So I
I forgot how much
actually
it hurts.
can't see all of them.
We could do it after break.
Yeah.
That's
come
cool. I think
back.
I got this.
Oh, you got it?
We wish you a
Merry Crossmas. Oh, I was with you. I was there.
I thought Lauren
I was
found it, but
belatedly
I
there.
overestimated.
You really did.
Sorry. Oh, damn it.
We'll take our break
No,
and
we're
then
gonna
I'll
do the
figure out how to do
Destiny's
it.
Child
We'll
song.
take a
Because there's
break.
Bunch. And
I wish you a
Skip
Merry Breakmas.
We wish you a Merry Breakmas.
We'll be back and then I'll
We
read
wish you a Merry Breakmas. about jingling? Carol, Carol about bells. I don't know that there's an 1812 song about
The Carol of the Bells.
the Carol of the Bells.
Stall so I can please type the social media things into Twitter. No, I'm doing great on social media right now.
You're doing awesome. Look at that picture.
My phone is charging, or I would have taken a picture of that and posted it.
Oh, don't worry, we will
Everyone,
selfie.
thank you, by the way, everyone, for the selfies of you watching the show. It is
Yes.
beautiful. You are lovely. You are precious angels. Thank you so much for joining us on this merry Crossmas.
With that, I have some donations to read out from the first half because we figured out my technical difficulties, which is just Streamlabs is like, we're only going to display a certain number of things, and y'all have been very generous tonight. So the first one that came through, these two are the ones that came through before the show.
Advertisements?
I don't know, we're going to find out. There have been
some.
There have been consistently
Yes.
a lot of ads in at least Worlds Beyond. So with 142.85 from Pumpkin, this is a show I have long awaited, and I'm so excited to watch these wonderful characters return and mesh together and telling what I am sure is to be a wonderful show. I treasure the time each week you share yourselves with us. Thank you. Thank you, Pumpkin. And the second one from Pumpkin, also 142.85.
What the fuck?
From science fairs to psionics, to punching the sun, to missing cities, to crimey crimes, you have taken us on wonderful adventures. It makes likes of which I would never have been able to imagine previously, and eagerly look forward to this and all future content.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So kind.
So
We'll have our
nice.
missing cities next week. I'm very excited for what's gonna happen when Oz shows up in all of this. Oh no. William
need help.
TW with $10. Merry Crossmas all. And to all a good night. And we're out. No.
Okay, bye.
You, sir, what day is it today? Oh, I missed
I
a
see.
moment. Someone could have.
We can still do that. We can still do it.
I asked what year it was.
And you already said back
It's
to the
not
future.
Christmas yet.
Thank you.
I
you saw
have
that.
Dowager Revolution Machines with $5. Verily, a life in the crimey crimes is a dangerous one. What you need is the success attempt Victorian embosser. Save. Point. Superlative daring, do save it. Unexpected results, you save to undo and restore to a previous state. DRM keeps you safe.
This is now canon in my world. I'm going to add this to the
Dowager
shiny
Revolution
trinket,
Machines.
the Erie,
Cool.
St. Nicholas's, Falcons and Falchions.
Okay, I have instructions from the next one, which is from Grinny Weasley for $10 with Take a Big Breath, Lauren. I can keep going for a while, so I'm not going to.
Does
I
sound
am
like
so
Grinny.
excited! You all a great Merry Crossmas! I love you all. Bye.
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 Hi, Grindo.
But she's still here.
Yeah, you're still there. Go away, no. And then
No, don't have
Squawk
it.
Nugget Worker
Inspect it.
with $5. Now, I'm a little ahead of you in 2024, but I'm waiting for you to get here. Sold the Squawk Nugget stores and started a voice software company. Called it Garmin Ways, specializing in car voices. Hope you like them. Stay safe, my science. Oh, Science Fair Queen. Sorry, I should have really changed this to Stay safe, my Science Fair Queen.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Okay.
You're
Paladin Hulk with $5.69. Hi everyone, Merry Crossmas. I hope your holidays are filled with crossovers, love, and treats. You've earned all of those. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're gonna love this next one. From Mumford St. Royale! What a smashing group of people. I would have been there, but I had to help my mom organize her yarn collection. Clear, that's M-O-M, capital Mom.
And to be clear, that's not it's
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
William
a
TW
one-shot, though.
with $5. Thanks so much for bringing back all these characters. It's really 1337. Neat. Is it not the year 1337? Jeez.
Oh wait, are we gonna meet? Is Carrot gonna come back?
Oh, then selfie.
Update.
Carrot.
Evie has donated $5. Strawberry. I've existed longer than humanity, but you know, if you could chill out with the condensation, we can still be friends. I think it was condescension, but I read it as condensation.
Condensation.
If you could just
Can you chill on the
Like the
humidity?
condensation.
Look, you can tap that
I will
humidity
hold
down.
all of my liquids in.
Thank you.
The egg with $5.
The egg!
Find it.
dark and cold, and I am alone in the cold dark. This is like a fucking Welcome to Night Vale episode.
Yeah.
I can feel the warmth beyond the dark. It calls to me, summons me, begs me to come and spill the warm and cover myself in it so that I too can be warm. Maybe when I am warm, I will not be alone.
Scandalous.
Mom, this is you,
To
kiddo.
Night Vale. I've listened to a lot of that on an airplane. Turns out
It's really
9
good.
hours can get through a lot of episodes.
It's
I did this.
really good,
I did
though.
the same thing with my favorite murder.
Oh yeah.
Just listen to murder all the time.
Yep,
Just
all
a
the time.
lot
All
of
murder.
murder.
All the
Just
time.
So much murder.
And then another one from Evie. Lauren, just to let you know that I'm currently internet fighting for the honor of Alana of Trabant from people saying that the books are just heroes and periods and fantasy high school with romance novel, reject horses and all that. I will fight them. I will fight them
What?
about the merits of Alana the Lioness.
There are a lot of merits.
Don't at me.
Many
Actually,
merits.
do at me, and I will tear you a new one. Also from Evie, I'd like to put this towards Edge for
Excuse me.
Wow.
I'm excited to hear what you're gonna say. Say the words, Lauren.
Why? Why do you do this to me, Evie? Why? I haven't had to deal with this in so long. I'd like to put this towards Edge for #strawberry so he can punch the sun and reach heaven through violence.
Okay,
There's
that.
no edge in this system. It's not Shadowrun.
Why does my paper say
Just
vigorous?
take some more dice here. And
Actually,
this-
that's a lie. There is edge in this system.
I was
it's
like,
different mechanic.
It says right here, edge.
But then I had this one moment of
Says sun
like,
punching
does
dice.
Sarah let Ada come out and go, oh, actually, or do I like self-preservation here? Like, don't let the GM get mad at me. Like, I don't know.
Besides, we haven't donated for edge in so long.
So I now that is official though.
All right.
I have that power.
Nope.
We rolled dice.
The power.
We rolled all of these dice.
Yeah,
roll
you,
you for it.
you roll all the d6s, then nothing happens.
Oh.
All right. With that, let's quickly reintroduce all of the lovely players that we have here at this table and what character they are playing and what show they are playing said character from. And then we shall jump right back into there might be dinosaurs. So let's start in the opposite direction than we did the last time.
Hi, I'm Blue Jay. I am playing Rachel Lucas. She is a gun person from Leviathan Distant Stars.
Hi, I'm Shell Game. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Ada Glorfindor. That is her legal name. Andromeda is her pen name, and she is an intelligent adept who wins science fairs. Although actually now it's really publishing papers.
Publishes papers. That's fair.
Yeah.
Which is like winning science fairs, but in print.
Precisely. In fact, has much more prestigious background and future in it, and it enables others to pursue science.
Hello. I'm Scotland, or at level 2-3. I'm here playing the Starling from the wonderful world, the Sense and Sensibility and Swordplay and things. It has many names, this game.
Swords behind you.
Yes, there are. I can't
You
believe
shouldn't tell. Don't tell them you have swords
Didn't,
behind
didn't
them.
the
tell them you have
rental
swords.
expire on those swords?
I have no
Blue Jay
idea.
Duck.
To ask. One of them was not rented, but one of them I thought
Oh,
was.
yes, I missed this one.
Oh, good.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's gonna be
Hello,
last one.
everyone.
I can't reach the other.
I think they should have been returned by now.
Probably for
but
the best.
It's fine.
It's not up to us.
It's fine. Who are you?
Anna's not here, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, Anna isn't
Yeah.
here.
So,
The cavalry marches on.
hi. I'm Drunkly Romantic, and I'm playing Strawberry, Candy, Sweetheart, Daffodil, Murderface, a blue demon who likes punching and is really likes friends and rocks and candy.
Cool. How does he feel about like daffodils and
Well,
strawberries?
it's complicated. My
Okay.
name, I was locked in a cage for like a few millennia, and I kind of broke my own mind to free myself from a prison that I didn't even know I was in. So it's a little complex.
Cool. And my name is Random Tuesday. I am your GM for this something. So with that, we left our
For this
antagonists.
something.
Yeah, good.
Antagonists.
We left our antagonists
Antagonists.
in the jungle. They had arrived, they had tumbled out through a tear in reality, and they had found themselves in a large jungle full of massive trees, very large flora, the sounds of nature all around them. And they had begun tracking these footprints for these something that had stolen a Fabergé egg belonging to none other than Lady Charlotte Spencer, the Dowager.
She's
who had
nearly dead.
contacted a group called the Estate, who had then brought all of these individuals together
Almost
to
certainly already dead.
solve this problem. Basically dead.
She's 37. She's from the age of Charlemagne.
Yes, she really is quite old. And so
Anyway, I was shooting. They were shooting.
Yeah, they were wandering through the jungle. As Ada said, if you see a dinosaur, let me know. And right at that moment, they saw some dinosaurs. So at the top of the initiative order, we have Rachel, Harriet, and Strawberry, who are all acting prior to
I thought
any
you were
of the
calling me
dinosaurs.
Rachel Harriet, and I was like, that's not my name.
Rachel, Harriet, and Strawberry. So Rachel, you said you were going to shoot the thing.
Shoot the danger noise. Yes.
You're going to shoot the danger noise as you see this
Danger
creature,
noodle.
glowing eyes, large clawed mouth, as you aim your flashlight through the underbrush towards it. So to do this, you're going to roll. Do you have anything combat related with guns? You probably do.
No, you just gave me balancing and running.
Okay. I think you are practiced a lot of weapons, which means there's no penalty for you to use this. You can choose to apply effort to attacking. If you would like, it might also be...
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty for this one is going to be 12 or higher.
So difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
NPCs always have a flat number that they are, and that basically determines everything
Okay.
related to both attacking and defending against them, because you always roll.
So I'll spend.
And this will be speed because you're shooting.
Oh, okay. Then I'll spend a speed thing. I have one edge, so I'll spend 2.
2 points. So now you need to roll a 9 or higher to shoot.
And do I take that out of my pool?
Mm-hmm. You subtract it from your pool. And so remember, when you take damage, it comes out of your might pool first, and then your other ones, if it should drop to 0.
Okie dokie.
And you have some abilities that might make you do more damage. I definitely gave you gun-related things.
I have
Or you
block.
had-
I have armor. Practice with light and medium weapons.
Okay, that's the one. Okay, maybe I didn't give you the ability that I thought I was going to give you.
You should probably change your mind.
I probably did. I think I switched you from being the warrior to something else.
I got a 14.
With a 14 barrel pointing down the mouth of this creature, you pop it like right in its meaty flesh, right behind its head, and it yells as you deal 4 points of damage because you are using a medium weapon.
Strawberry sees this and just screams, "Lucky!" and thinks it's his good friend Lucky, and oh, sorry, my bad. You're not Lucky. Lucky's a lot.
So speaking of which, it is
Change me to an
Strawberry.
explorer.
That's right. Strawberry and Harriet. It is your turn.
I'm gonna do
Is
an
it a gun that
understanding
shoots
roll.
bullets?
Yeah.
Oh.
Weird.
Yeah. I guess actually these
Oh, yeah, 'cause
ones,
you don't
they
have-
have like
yeah.
super future technology. I think they came from an era slightly before yours. They have some energy weapons, but you probably have like not bullets that like Ada would expect, but like fancy bullets.
Fancy bullets.
Fancy bullets.
Yeah.
That's a GM's trick. Fancy bullets.
Fancy bullets.
Fancy bullets.
So
Everyone.
what
I'm
would the
going
two of you
to-
like to do?
I'm
There's
going
also
to-
smaller ones in the trees near you.
I'm going to apply understanding to the ones in the trees that have
Okay.
caught my eye.
Yeah. So I believe with understanding, you just take the action. You spend the turn observing
Yes.
them, and then at the end of the turn, whenever you do anything related to them, the next action you take will become one easier.
Yes.
So spend the necessary points, and you just observe.
Proceed. Open your mind to the psychic maelstrom.
You stare at them, and they're like.
You stare at them and they stare back into you.
And with that, Strawberry, what do you want to do?
Now, how big is the big tooth scale monster?
It's larger than a human.
Well, she sips tea.
It's probably like smaller. I mean, rhinos are pretty big, so it's probably around that sort of size.
I put it in a headlock.
Cool. So you're going to. So you're not quite up to it. You're gonna have to run up to it, and that's actually gonna be your turn because you can take one action on your turn. So this turn, you run up to it. Because you are definitely staying out of range. And then on
I'm
your
a
next turn, you'll be able to
ranged
roll
fighter.
to put it in a headlock. So that's Harriet and Strawberry. That one is next to you now. So it's not going to fight you because there's a large blue thing next to it. And so it snarls, and you see its head has a series of spiked horns, kind of like yours. It has sort of like plated, tough skin that goes into a kind of elongated and very stocky body. It is for Ada, if you would recognize, I don't know how well you know dinosaurs. Not that well. Okay. You may or may not recognize this one. If you want to take some time, like your scan or something would be able to identify what type of dinosaur it is. But it's definitely a dinosaur. And it's going to attack you. So I never roll in this system. You will always roll. So you roll to defend yourself. And I believe you are trained in defense of some kind.
Yes.
So are you trained or are you specialized in it? It would probably be in your speed section.
Yeah, it is. It is a speed defense when unarmored and speed defense. I also have vigorous.
Get out.
Okay. I'll see myself out.
So it's going to attack you. You are trained and you are currently unarmed, so we'll make that specialized so it becomes too easier for you to dodge it. So now you need to roll a 6 or higher to not get attacked.
And this is with a D20.
With a d20, yeah.
Okay.
As it is turning and it's large mouth, big teeth. It's like,
If
and
you
it's
want to
trying
go
bite
hard mode, you could roll a d8 instead.
you. You really could, yeah.
19.
So as you also get a minor effect from rolling a 19. So it goes to snap you, and instead it like bites a tree, and it seems very confused for a moment as next to you as it's like, ah. So I'll say it'll be 1 easier for you the next time you are attacking it, as it is distracted by this large piece of wood next to you. Ada.
I would like to. So I just did the scan. I missed them. So I think I'm going to do the predictive equation, which lets me, if I observe the creatures, then next time I interact, the difficulty is reduced by 1 step.
Okay. I think they're very similar abilities. They're just from different
Playbooks.
Playbooks, yeah. Okay, so you are also, the two of you are just sort of standing there while like Rachel and Strawberry are going straight into combat mode.
Good show.
Yeah, she's like, and it just
Cheek
like
up.
taps her glasses. They like polarize over, and
so-
she's like,
As you're observing it, it pops up. This is a Stygimoloch.
A what?
A Stygimoloch.
How do
It's
you
a form of
spell
dinosaur.
that?
stingy mollusk.
Stygi.
I pull out my cellular telephone.
Molloch. Stygimoloch.
I don't need to know what it looks like to punch it good.
And yeah, it is a creature from the Cretaceous period.
does it have teeth?
It has teeth and horns.
Okay.
This
does
is
it
the
have
large.
claws?
This is the large dinosaur.
Oh, I see.
Is it bluish?
It's the one that has like a dome.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's got like a
nice.
big
and then like
plate
spikes.
on its head and some spikes sticking out.
He
It's
likes
got
to
little
headbutt
like it's
people.
on
Yeah.
it's on its 2 back legs and it's got kind of 2 smaller arms in the front.
It looks
And
like
got a
it's a
tail.
triceratops.
But that's a
and
plant
a-
eater.
I mean, he can still headbutt you.
They put a lot of
That's true.
science in him and made him real angry.
Yeah, you notice it's got like some weird implants and stuff in it too.
I also shot it.
Yeah.
You
well,
also shot it. It can be territorial. Plant eaters can be territorial.
That's fair.
Sharpie.
Do
You
I
don't know that it's a plant eater, Harriet.
Sorry.
The small ones in the trees, however, they are more feathered. They've got little tiny, more smaller mouths, and there are about 4 of them. And they are going to dive on, I guess, the 2 that are standing still at the back. Staring at the larger one in the front and not the smaller ones.
Mind the
So
teeth eaters.
I'm going to roll them together because they're operating in a pair, so both of you need to dodge. And you need to roll a 6 or higher.
And there's 4 of these. guys.
Yeah.
Two teams.
Yeah, 2 teams.
6 or
goodbye.
higher.
Yep.
Yeah.
11.
An 11. Okay. You sort of look to the side, and one of them just like and jumps down and lands next to you. Ada gets a 3 as both of them sink their teeth into your fleshy legs and scrape into you. And you will take 2 points of damage. You can subtract your armor from that. I don't think
You
have any.
son of a bitches.
Son of a bitches.
That's what she said.
That is what she says.
BB's just like, I told her not to cut. She's
Yeah,
21.
you
She's 21.
hear-
She's 21.
Swear.
Sorry, I swear.
You
Ann, I'm
hear,
sorry.
so with that, it is Rachel, Harriet, and Strawberry. You 3 are up.
Motherfucker. Okay, so Strawberry's like tackling this other guy.
Yeah, you want to put it into a headlock, so let's resolve that first.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's do that first.
so Strawberry notices some of the kind of the shiny hard
Yeah.
enhancements, and just kind of gives the mollusk, the stingy mollusk,
Stygimoloch.
a
Mollusk.
really not
Stingy mollusk.
just kind of a knowing look.
It's a mollusk that doesn't like to spend money. They never tip.
So Strawberry kind of
But they always
it's-
sit at the table forever.
it is
I
it is a hug. A very hard hug around the neck.
Cool.
Because
You're trying to hurt it, right?
Well,
yeah.
well-
Are you using your ability?
now, Here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is
My friends are being attacked, and I don't like that, so I'm giving it a hug before I attack it.
Okay, so I'm asking you, as from a mechanical perspective, are you sacking all of your damage? Are you going to use your ability? What is your goal here as Strawberry?
To reach heaven through violence.
Okay, that doesn't help me.
To
you wanna
smash
hurt
real
it?
good.
Do you want to hurt it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to also stun it? Because you
Sure.
want bash.
Yes, I would like to bash it.
So, as you attempt to put it into a headlock, I believe your bash ability means you spend however many might points it costs, and you reduce the damage by 1. But instead, if you succeed, you stun it for a turn.
Absolutely. So what do I roll?
So you roll 1d20, and you need to roll a 12 or higher unless you have anything related to attacking.
Breaking things?
No.
Well, okay. 20. 20 again.
You got a natural 20.
Three nat 20s. I have only rolled like.
Never,
Yeah.
ever throw that dice away.
No, this. I've been using these for like.
Yeah, that's like a magic die.
Golden
It's
dice, golden dice.
Really weighted. So things to know about a natural 20. When you roll a natural 20 for an attack, you deal +4 damage.
Wow.
Oh, well.
So
You hugged it to death.
yeah, so Strawberry, you watch this
like
as
a piñata.
Strawberry, about half the size of this thing. I think they're this one at the very least, if it's not actually half the size, like this one has been genetically engineered
So strawberry's pretty small too. So.
to be larger than a human.
Okay.
And like Strawberry is also a small human,
Yeah.
so he goes in and he like grabs it by the neck and just squeezes it real tight because I believe your unarmed damage is 6. Yeah. So if you look at that bottom table, it says unarmed, and then what's the number?
6.
6.
You were right.
Normally you only deal 2 because unarmed is a light weapon, but I gave him 2 abilities related to dealing more damage with his fists. So he squeezes it for 5 points of damage and an extra 4 points, and it takes 9 points of damage, resisted by its armor, which is not that much.
Critical hug.
It's a critical hug.
And it just screeches as, you just, like, headlock this thing, and it is screaming in this, like, twisted, its throat is being crushed.
I also want to point out that while he is hugging it to death, Strawberry is not on the ground. Strawberry just kind of, it's too big, so Strawberry's feet are just kind of dangling a little bit, but definitely full-blown headlock.
Nice, good. Good.
I mean, your weight is helping.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see Strawberry like has this dinosaur.
Yeah.
And I hear her scream.
Yeah.
And so like there's this like 180 pivot and then like shoot the tiny things that are biting Ada.
Okay.
He's getting rude.
I mean,
Ada's
can I
getting eaten
Can
by
I
these
can I
very small
interrupt and do a
raptors.
thing? Like, because I'll get shot if I do the thing I want to do.
You won't get hit.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's no friendly fire in this.
Oh, okay.
Unless you roll like a nat 1, but in
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a nat 1 now.
Yeah,
Just
thanks.
letting
No.
you know.
To be clear, you both operate simultaneously anyway, so it doesn't really
It's also a
matter.
Crossmas miracle. We've been having great luck today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll your attack. For these ones, you only need to roll a 6.
Where's the wood?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's wood.
I got a 9.
I thought you were gonna be like, I got a 1. No.
Oh,
so
no,
that,
thank
bam,
God.
You pop one of them, and it's your medium weapon, so you deal the 4 points of damage, and it will, like, it snarls as it gets thrown to the side.
And I yell out something like, "Hold still!"
It is like, ah! Harriet.
So, I'm assuming because I'm a rogue, I'm not a weapons class character. It says I have a light weapon.
Yeah, you have a light weapon, so you could have like a dagger or a pistol or.
Yeah, so assuming it's one of those, I would like to use my trained skill of stealth
Okay.
to sneak over to the birds that are attacking Ada and steal all of their feathers. Since I understand them now, because I don't want them to fly. I want to make them...
They're not really birds. They are, but maybe Harriet doesn't really know this. They're just
Harriet
feathers.
does not have a freaking
Yeah,
clue.
Harriet has no idea. Cool. So, well, you're
Plastic
stealth.
dice roll I've ever seen.
What is-
15.
15. Yeah, you slip into the underbrush. It'll be a full action to like sneak around them, and then next turn you can attempt to pluck them. But yeah, you suddenly look around and Harriet's gone, and she is hiding in the underbrush. It is just like her answer.
I decided to hold still, so.
She did.
Alright, do you wanna get
with that? The one that you are grappling
Yeah.
is still alive and very unhappy, and is going to flip around, like slips its head out because you didn't tell me that you wanted to continue holding on
Yeah.
to it. Oh no, you use bash. It's stunned.
Yeah.
It flails painfully, but does not do anything as you grip it. Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Okay. You done fighting? You want to
I
stop?
have
or?
a great question for you. That was your turn. Ada, what do you do?
So Ada's like, ah! And so she does the only thing that she can do, and she taps her glasses to do. It's going to be onslaught, which is basically the same,
Yep.
like bolt of energy out of her glasses.
Cool. Fun fact: you have a fair, reasonable amount of damage. You were her paradox, essentially. You're the adept, I
Yeah,
believe.
she can
Yeah.
deal a lot. of
Okay, so
damage.
tell me how this ability works. You roll, I think, as an attack, and then are you choosing? I think it has the two options, right? One, you can just deal psychic damage, or you can deal physical damage.
I want to deal physical damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they're if they had armor, it would apply.
15.
15, yeah. You see, so as you're pointing your gun, you just see what does it look like?
So I assume that like from Ada's perspective, all of a sudden these little like assholes jump her from behind.
Yep.
They start gnawing on her, and she's
you.
like, "What the fuck, bitches?" And then all of a
Journey of a mouth,
sudden,
Ada
She
has.
swears like an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
she learned
What
she
the
had some
fuck,
really good,
bitches?
really good teachers.
She learned it from going to the mall.
Well,
She learned it from a big bad baseball boy.
true. So they name on. She has a curse of profanity. Then she hears "hold still," bang bang, and she like hands up, looks down at them, and just taps her glasses, and presumably the light just like
Yeah,
slams
it's just like
down
a
into
beam
them.
of light that slams into one of these small ones. We're gonna say it's the one that Rachel already hit, and it like tumbles away and then falls, presumably, somewhat dead on the other side.
Dead enough.
Yeah,
Dead enough.
it looks a little singed.
It'll do.
All right. With that, the other one, however, is still next to you. You've disappeared, so I guess the other group is going to go over to the next nearest target, which is Ada.
Good job.
So
sorry,
as
I'm a
this
rogue.
group descends on you, I need you to roll to dodge all three of them. We'll just roll it
Okay.
into one, so it's a 9 or higher.
I forgot to take my damage from last time. How much was
2.
that again?
It was 2 points.
Okay. A natural 20.
Yeah. Tell me how you beautifully, gracefully dodge them. Or not gracefully. I don't know. What-
I really want to go magic girl.
Sure.
Okay.
You don't technically have a magical transformation, but narratively
Yeah.
you can have a magic girl transformation.
Like
It's up to you to decide if you're...
Can I use resonance field for my magical transformation, which is lines of energy cover my body for 1 minute and lash out if I'm attacked within immediate range. Then I can roll an intellect defense instead.
Instead of a speed defense.
Yeah.
So technically you would take an action to activate that, but you rolled was it a
20.
A natural
So
20.
I'll let you take that, and it just immediately happens. You've already dodged them, so it doesn't matter. You essentially your
she's just like-
magical girl transformation takes place, and these lines of energy begin to crackle over your body, and you glow and hover just a tiny, like it's like
Just
an
a
inch
little
off the ground, but just enough that like your toes are pointed for that dramatic.
Of course.
Hovering
It's
look.
super drama.
As
And for
one
those of
does.
you who don't know, like her hair goes white, her eyes go white. Although you can't see them because her glasses are now polarized. But her hair just goes shock white, and like she's like crackling. Like if you can hear the sound of Ada now.
You're like, oh, psionic. You're like, I don't know what this is. That seems normal.
I'm just smiling.
I'm in the bushes.
Yeah, you're in the bushes.
This is like a visual manifestation of a like telekinetic field.
Yeah,
I've
for
seen
sure.
this before. It's in mangas.
Mangas.
Mangoes. Oh yeah, you've seen this.
Yeah.
Rachel, Harriet, and Strawberry. You're up. You are. So what? Okay. What do you want to do?
Well, it's more about what they want to do. Because what could happen is we could become friends, and this could be bumpy too. Or if they continue to want to fight my friends, I'm going to have
How
to.
are you gonna know what they want to do?
I'll ask. And if they don't bite my face, then I'm
So
assuming
you're
it's a
gonna
good sign.
spend your turn and try and
I would
befriend
like to-
the Digimollo.
keeping a good grip or whatever on
Yeah.
the stingy mollusk. Strawberry kind of like maneuvers its face a little bit, just to kind of like, hey, you want to stop fighting? Just like, loosens the grip a little bit so like it knows that it's not like more of a comforting but still firm.
Okay,
kind
yeah,
of thing.
Not a damage dealing
Comforting,
grip.
but
Yeah,
still.
not a damage dealing grip. I don't know this system that well, and every time I do things die.
Marcus, I love you.
So, just a very firm grip. Hey, buddy. You want to stop? I'm just kind of petting the side of the face, like, under the eyes.
So you were trying to persuade
Befriend.
the Digimon to be your
The
friend.
Digimon.
Cool. The Digimon to be
Try
your
to
friend.
befriend the Digimon.
So the action for this, do you have anything related to thrift?
I want to help. I want to help. Hang on.
Yes.
I don't think you
Patience, willpower, and discipline.
are an inability for you.
Damn
BT
it.
Dubs.
Oh, that's what the I means.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah, you are neither patient nor disciplined.
okay.
Breaking things
Now-
like the will of this dinosaur.
Yes, also jumping into friendships.
It does have jumping.
No.
We sang the song with the
No.
patient GM part.
So I'm going to say
real.
that this is a difficult challenge, so you need to roll a 12 or higher
Okay.
to try and calm the creature.
It was on 19 and it rolled off.
Well, that's what you get for rolling it on the end.
Okay, it was 17.
It's an actual 17. Okay. It sort of like squirms, and as you like pet it behind the ear, it sort of it seems to stop squirming.
Do I maintain any of my candied meat?
The what?
I had candied meat from my pockets. It's essentially Meato Stickos.
Oh,
God.
yes, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what candy meat
Oh,
was
it's because I put
candy
it-
is one of your names.
If I put it in, it's like Scooby Snacks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what I
sure.
do is I put
have
the
jerky.
rocks in my pocket, and I put the candy in there, so the candy smashes the rocks and get all over the rocks, and then I eat the rocks. But sometimes when I have meat, I put the meat in there and it dries out, so it's candied meat.
Sure. Yeah,
It's not. That's not how that works.
Strawberry's kind of like opening the lip and just kind of putting one of them in there, like a little bit of candied meat. Just, there we go. More where that came from. Just don't bite me or my friends.
That's really not how that works.
Isn't it an herbivore? Probably.
Well, honestly,
fine, it's got candy
It's
on
also
it.
made of meat from my dimension, which I'm not sure
Just
is.
not sure what that is.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's made
It's
of.
No,
demon.
All right.
I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Harriet and Rachel, what do you want to do?
I steal the feathers on the bird.
I'm going to need you to roll me for stealing. What do you have that will help you with this?
I have edge, of course, and I am
Yeah.
skilled
Skilled?
at the stealing. And I have rolled 12.
So you are successful at stealing these feathers, but you are stealing feathers from a literal living creature. So you pull these feathers out, and it just goes, "Wah!" and it like squawks, but growls kind of at the same time as you get this handful of dinosaur feathers.
Does it do dignity damage?
Yes, it feels shame as a minor action.
I love this.
Yeah.
My ribs are hurting because you guys are so funny.
Man, that's good. It feels shame. I feel shame as a minor action. Do we have that on a T-shirt?
It exists as a t-shirt. I have to say I cannot take credit for that line. I think it's an acting line that
Okay.
someone says when they rolled another nat one.
I
It's
feel like I've seen that.
It's back when minor actions were a thing, or back when shame was a thing.
Back when shame was a thing.
Yeah, 'cause we
I think
totally
it was.
don't
I think
have
it was
that
the
anymore.
weekend.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
anxiety.
Shame is so 2018.
so gone.
When was shame? When did like Ica outlaw shame?
I don't know.
Never, because Dan Poslins was there.
Oh!
Come at me, Dan.
Poslins.
Hat off.
With that,
I want to shoot.
yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to
You
shoot.
want to shoot one of the little ones?
I got a 20.
You
Do it.
destroy one of them. Like it is
Look, it
dead.
lights
It's
up.
also singed.
Yes, it lights up when you get a
To
20.
let everyone know
Yeah.
about your triumph.
I forgot about that. That's
It's-
amazing.
Awesome.
That's 8
I
damage. Yeah,
love
you
that.
you do like right as you pull the feathers out, you just pop it and it goes and it's dead. And with that, the last one runs away.
Good.
We will drop out of our combat turn because at this point the Digimon is eyeing you. It doesn't.
You're like staring at each other. There's like a alpha thing going on. Like
Strawberry just wraps his legs around it, like its head, just kind of holding it and petting it.
It doesn't seem super comfortable with this, but it's not actively trying to bite you. It's more like you've shown it that you're the alpha animal than you have befriended it. But you don't necessarily interpret it that way.
I would like to roll onto, to kind of like scooch my body to ride atop it. And then slip some good old meat candy.
It's not designed for that. So you try and get on this thing and you just sort of slide down its back and it's going to try and shake you off. Like.
Okay, I go back up immediately and slide it down again.
All right. So as you continue treating this thing like like a slide, it's going to snap at you.
Okay, fair.
It's a slide-shaped friend.
So I want you to roll to defend yourself. I think you are trained, so we'll say you need to roll a, but it's mad, and you were trying to ride it, so 9 or higher.
11.
Okay. It snaps at you several times as you try and ride this thing, and then it's going to just like try and throw you onto the ground.
I want to smack its nose. I want to boop its snoot.
Boop it.
Do you want to hurt it? What do you
I
want to do
want to
with
boop
this?
its snoot so it knows not to bite me in the face.
I need to know, are you trying to hurt it or are you trying to do something else? Because
I'm
that'll
trying
change
to
what it is that you're
show
trying to do.
dominance in this new and burgeoning and not edible friendship.
Okay, you're trying to intimidate it.
More or less.
Not.
All right, roll me 12 or higher.
9.
It snaps at you.
Okay. Well, I did break its neck a little bit.
Yeah.
Ow.
I shoot it.
That seems fair. It's not very happy in this situation.
I think it is also gonna like.
yeah,
tap
it's
her glasses.
actively going to try and bite your face when you do that.
It's okay.
I shoot it.
Okay, roll your attack.
10.
You missed.
Ah,
So
fuck.
after collecting the feathers that were plucked and
At some
now
point, it will just run off.
Okay.
oh damn it.
Probably right when you shoot at it, it just starts booking it into the jungle.
Probably for the best.
I would like its tail to just kind of hit me and knock me off my feet a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Bye, Bumpy 2.
All right.
Bumpy Jr.
After fashioning the feathers that I have stolen into a lovely partial disguise so I kind of blend into the other birds that are here.
Okay.
Where's the starling?
I walk over to Ada and I'm just like entranced by the glowing like shiny. That's it. Shiny.
Ada's like, hello.
Do you try and
Oh.
touch her?
I don't know, I'm just
Are
so
you still
shiny.
floating?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't let it go yet.
Strawberry kind of just runs over to Ada and just like, on all fours, just kind of examining.
She drops down.
Whoa. Whoa. You're cool.
Thanks. So are you. Well, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Did you see that thing?
Yeah. Were you trying to make friends with it?
I tried, but he's not ready yet.
Were
I
you
think
going to
he'll
make
come
friends or have it as your pet? How does that work in your world?
Good
While
question.
we're having this conversation, can you do the tracking thing with your glasses again?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
But you were shiny.
Okay.
I can be shiny again.
Please.
Good job, by the way.
She could do that
Harriet-
while she's
Harriet's
doing
just
You have to
entranced.
spend points for that, but I'm
I
not
do.
sure.
I do. I forgot to
You
track
just
this
you just
one.
through glitter around
Yeah,
and
she
it's
just
just
threw
like
some-
Harriet's just entranced like shiny.
Oh wait, and then it
You-
needs to go down two
Okay,
more.
you can make out later.
friend
Let's
Dino.
do the
I
Fabergé
always
thing.
do.
She does it. I get a 15.
Okay. It takes a little bit of time. You've got to kind of search through the carnage of where you were fighting with these creatures. But you eventually pick up the trail again.
Okay, I figure out how to reload my gun.
It takes a little bit of time, but you're like, you find a thing that
In-
looks
in
like
one of
it
my
goes.
pockets?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
one of your many pockets, it looks like it goes in the slot, and you're like, this
Guns.
is weird, but it's a gun.
You know,
A gun's a gun.
a gun's a gun.
While they're doing that and she's like looking for everything, I want her to be like pepper firing Strawberry with like questions about how he treats pets and what he does with pets while giving her own insight, which is primarily like, well, sometimes there are stray cats around and I throw stuff at them, but other times I put food out because I think they're nice.
Strawberry's answering all of her questions.
Okay.
And we're following the trail once you get it.
Yeah, she like when she and she's just like, oh, and then, oh, is that how? Oh, well, you know, on Earth we do. And she'll like,
Yeah. Oh, we eat those.
Are
Oh.
there any of the eggs from these bird-like creatures?
You would need to go searching for them if you would like to.
We're looking
Harriet
for one
goes searching.
specific egg.
Harriet disappears again. What did you roll?
12.
12. What do you have to help you with looking for an egg?
I have
Stealing.
I have a bag of light tools, and
Cool.
I am
Nope,
good at
Not health relevant, but okay.
things.
Cool. All right. So you circle around for a while, and you like lift up leaves and look under underbrush and just kind of like dig through, but you don't find anything. Like you think
Rats.
maybe if you could climb a tree or something like
I
that.
do not
you-
have the tools for that. But it is quite a large tree. I'm used to
This-
scalings.
many large trees here. They're very big.
Okay, as wonderful as your conversation no doubt is, I think that considering we were attacked before, we should probably be quiet.
We are making scientific discoveries
Do I-
about humankind
Okay.
and demonkind
Okay.
in this moment.
Science versus staying alive to do more science later.
Well,
Well, this seems like logic.
Yeah, all right.
I'm sorry, we can talk more later.
Yeah.
Your story is fascinating. And if you have any questions about me or humanity in general, I am
Yeah.
happy to give you as many digests as you could possibly take back to your
Okay,
world.
you can practice your sex stuff later.
What?
does Harriet see any of the footprints in the?
Yeah, I mean you're following the footprints. Like you.
She
find the
pops
trail.
out of the bushes at that awkward noise. Oi!
Oh,
Footprints.
hi.
You're already following them. Like Ada picked up the track with her glasses too.
Yeah, but I disappeared.
Oh yeah, you didn't realize that. Oh yeah.
Oh, are you following them too?
Yes, I am.
That's the whole reason we're here.
Oh my god.
You continue your way through this humid, dense jungle, like pushing your way through the underbrush, moving things out of the way. And eventually, you arrive at a similar, familiar sight. It's that same sort of three-dimensional tear in space and time and reality. And Strawberry jumps in it, just runs and jumps
Yeah.
in.
Just
I will
very
say,
excited.
as you get up to it, you see like another scuffle and kerfuffle of footprints and more glitter, and you might even catch like a tear, a little bit of fabric.
Well, it seems they weren't here alone, or they fought something right before they went through. It's hard for me to tell. Can you see?
Harriet does like a little look at the fabric, maybe goes up and grabs it.
You can take a look at it. You can also kind of. I mean, Strawberry's already gone through, so we'll come back to
It's
Strawberry.
fine.
As
Philip
he has
does that.
Jumped through.
He's from the war, you know.
I have a gun now,
it's
so
from the
I'm
war.
much more confident.
Philippe.
You're much happier. So yeah, you can kind of take a look around this area.
Yeah, and inspecting the shiny, I'd like to inspect this fabric as
Sure.
well. Perhaps bring it back over to you
Yeah,
with your
anyone
fancy,
else who-
fancy glasses.
Wants to take a look around, go ahead and give me a roll in this area.
I mean, I think it's fairly obvious. I'm going to follow
18.
Strawberry.
18. Okay.
10.
10. Harriet, you like look at this fabric and it's a weave. You do a quick little burn test on it. It's you actually would have no idea what a synthetic fabric is. It's probably some sort of cottony fiber. Looks like the sort of thing you might make undergarments out of.
So it is
Oh my
panties.
God.
It's underwear.
And you
Undergarment.
circle around and you find at the base of a tree a like sprawled form of at first you think like a dead child maybe, but you look a little bit
Yeah.
closer at it and it's definitely not. Like
It's a good reaction.
sort of yeah. It's small. It's kind of got like a grayish greenish sort of tinge to their skin. It's got like pointy ears and like kind of gnarled facial features, like kind of clawed fingers and hands, and most definitely it's wearing like bits of clothing. It has a sort of strewn bloody short sword in its hand, and 100% wearing a pair of underwear on its head.
Is it a house elf? No.
Is the underwear branded?
I don't know. Do you look closely at it?
I'm not there.
Well, I'm intrigued now,
Yeah.
so yes.
Yeah, you
Is
go
it
up.
Fruit of the Loom?
Nope, it's not. It's yeah. You see right clique written on it.
Right clique.
Yeah, right clique. In
Brand
glitter.
underwear.
Well, this is bizarre.
Newest friends, what is his right cleat?
I've already gone.
Yeah, Rachel's
Yeah.
gone and Strawberry's gone, so
Ada.
it's just
I
the
don't
two of you
do
left.
investigating. I
this?
do shooting.
I like that.
How much knowledge would I have of right clique? Not a whole lot
None.
because
You would
they're
have
from a whole
absolutely none.
other
They're from an
reality.
entirely
Yeah.
different reality than you.
This looks like a bit of an elf from the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know what else to put this as.
With like a crossover with some sort of awkwardly painful teenage music scene.
Well,
Yeah, it's like grunge font.
well, this is happening.
Yeah.
Harriet's doing the usual. Any valuables, like to.
No, maybe like some gold coins
Yes.
on them. Yeah.
Does it seem like
Yes.
this is where all the glitter came from?
There's a, like the goblin has some glitter on it for sure. Yeah.
Okay, but it's not it wouldn't be a
It's-
logical jump to say that the goblin was the one who had dropped the glitter. The glitter obviously came from somewhere else.
No, your assumption is like they are sloughing off the glitter. Like you never found a large enough quantity of it that would look like someone like threw a glitter bomb. Like, actually, no way, they learned from the best. Yeah, no, you saw a large enough quantity and you searched their pockets and they have like a glass bottle. I guess here it's probably not a glass bottle. It's like a little metal pressurized cylinder.
Do I steal it?
Yeah, you do.
Do I steal it? Yes.
Yes, you do.
Wait. Does Ada notice? Nope. No, she's very interested.
Master thief.
Ada, you probably would have some idea that like this is reminiscent of this one game that you know, or the goblins. Like it's reminiscent of that part of the cultural zeitgeist. Like the goblins were a thing. It's this like one game that people play where they pretend to be things. They roll dice.
Oh, that one game.
That one game.
I mean, this oddly enough seems like something out of, I don't know, one of those fantasy things, like Lord of the Rings, but weirder.
I do not know what you speak. But I will tell you this. Tell me this tale. Grabs your arm and
Whoa, 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 whoa!
and walks
And
on
you
through.
walk through the tear in reality, leaving this poor goblin to be consumed by dinosaurs.
I love Ada.
It's not
The goblin's not a PC.
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's not a PC. Strawberry, I love that you step through, and you look like yourself. And you are in a city. You don't recognize this city, but you recognize the concept of this city. It is reddish brick and stonework, densely packed buildings. Everyone is kind of, there's a lot of people, and they are all strange in that way you are familiar with all people being strange. And in the distance, you see this much larger building that looks like it is the body of something, some long dead god or angel that you recognize as this building that has been
So
repurposed.
I do see this. I do.
Yeah, and you look
recognize-
up and there's a broken sun.
There's a little crack in the sun. I'm home, and just like literally just punches myself as much as I can because I do not feel as much pain here.
Nice.
Yeah, I do. Strawberry does calibration punches. He punches people and things.
This
to
is
figure
very
out
true.
how-
I can confirm.
Yeah. So just.
You have no idea where in Throne you are, but you feel this sense of like you are in Throne at some point in time. Yeah, it smells gross. Rachel, you step out. I think you would probably still stay human. It smells gross. It's dense. It reminds you of Duranga.
Oh no.
That sense of a wretched hive of scum and vermin.
Home, sweet home.
But it's not Duranga. There are aliens, maybe? Creatures with horns and extra features and limbs, things that look entirely like other things.
There's definitely a few just skeletons walking around.
Yeah.
Also things that don't have eyes or mouths. They're just drippy nostril faces.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
And I think
Is
you're...
that a giant corpse?
No, that's actually I think that's the town hall.
It's a department store.
Well, the bottom 3 floors of the department store, and then it's
Yeah, then there's
Yeah.
upper
Space,
business,
obviously,
demon
yeah.
business
Yeah.
hours,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
there's a boss demon.
And I
there's
think
all
in
sorts of
terms
stuff.
of technology, like your
Yeah.
typical gun is this
Yeah.
weird, like it's like those kind of archaic but also still futuristic. It's the sort of steampunky style.
I hate steampunk.
That's amazing.
I guess it's more like magic punk. I think is what
if
it
you
is.
open
Yeah.
it up, you'll see a small blue demon.
Yeah, just like a tiny
moving.
little creature
it's got
inside.
no eyes and it's just running around making your gun work.
Okay, I put it. I don't drop it. I'm tempted to drop it, but I like holster it and just choose not to pay attention to that.
Welcome. This is my world, I think. It looks very familiar, smells very familiar, and there's a lot of monsters and cool stuff around here. Do you want to? No, don't give the dead any money. Do not give the dead any money. They're just going to waste it at Patty Grants.
Don't have any money.
Money.
Well, good. Then we're all in agreement here.
Money.
No.
Money.
Strawberry just picks it up and tosses it. Gently.
Gets thrown away.
And I like look at my, because I've seen you change like a
Yeah.
bunch, so I like look at my hands and like.
There are humans here, so
like,
you
touch
are
my
still.
face, and I'm like, okay, well,
human.
that's good.
But like your hair has gone back to the way it would kind of look like
Like a
in
mohawk.
like mohawk and normal, as opposed to like at some point you had this weird coiffed style.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And now is it glowing?
Oh yeah,
still?
yeah. You get the glow back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
So shortly after emerging through this Terran reality, Ada and Harriet pop out, and it closes once again.
Oh
behind
God.
you. It smells like London in the summer.
It's that eat, pray, smell.
And
do you have a
Ugh.
scarf? You could put it over your face.
I've
Do
got
I have-
feathers.
Do I have a bag?
I've got a feather filter.
the feathers don't really help that much because they smell like a dinosaur.
That's fine. It's quite better.
So, welcome. This is my dimension.
It's great.
I mean, it's pretty bad. It's pretty rough, but I like it because I was made here.
Wait. And I take out the gun and I shoot you.
Yeah, no, it actually will hurt him. You need to you
Oh!
gotta roll it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Um,
sure.
Are you gonna try and dodge or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see someone shooting at you, you'll try and dodge. So both of you roll, whoever gets higher.
I got a 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think you're gonna add to your roll.
Okay.
What did you get?
13.
I think you still win.
Okay.
Because you would add 3 to your roll because you're trained at speed defense. So you take 4 points of damage
Aw.
resisted by your armor.
So Strawberry
3.
Strawberry gets up.
Just shut back.
I thought you said.
Sits up and like, ow.
Ow.
Do you bleed?
Not often,
Okay.
but occasionally.
This
In this instance,
goop
probably not.
kind of coming out, maybe like a little bit of goop.
Yeah. You have to really get deep inside of the berry to get the good goop.
Yeah.
But this is a
I
little
mean,
bit of
you were just
surface
told
goop.
he was immortal, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, you asked last time.
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't.
No, it hurts still. I mean, you get hit,
Oh.
but like.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll.
No, don't be sorry.
No. Can I? Because I. He said he was like couldn't get hurt. Can I do healing touch?
Yeah.
Okay. I just go over and I'm like ew, and I put my fingers like in your.
Strawberry's just like, ah.
It is like, this is squelch.
So, and
You pop your hand out.
Smiling but eyes twitching a little bit.
It's
Long tongue.
1 intellect point.
Okay.
So, and it's a difficulty 2 intellect task.
Okay, so you need to beat a 6.
I did not be a 6.
You stick your finger in and you pull it out and you're like, oh.
Gross.
It's gross.
Gross.
Strawberry just kind of
Did not
wipes you
work.
off, wipes on some of the goo off on from her
I don't
finger
think
with
you
his
actually have to touch, but that's
It
okay.
says with a touch.
Oh, with a touch, okay.
would you like a napkin?
This is usually.
Can I give encouragement to this?
It's too late now
Okay.
for the previous roll. But next time you totally could give
Okay.
encouragement. I don't. You might have to be trained in the thing that you're giving encouragement for. I don't remember.
That is fair. That's
Okay,
fair.
maybe not here. I guess.
It's okay. Are there any nude establishments?
Nudes? You want some good nudes?
I'm looking for nudes.
Yeah. That's a nude shop.
You guys want some food?
Perhaps that's the best.
Considering the smell, no, I don't.
Oh, the food's really good. You can get it with or without demons inside of it.
No, thank you.
At this point, Harriet's like,
I would like
well,
to taste the sandwiches for as long as possible.
For science.
Nudes? Nudes?
Of course.
yes.
Strawberry runs to the, is there a nude cart or is there a nude?
Yeah, we'll say there's a cart, so you don't have to like leave the trail.
Strawberry just kind of runs off and grabs a couple bowls and brings one for Rachel, but just kind of leaves it near Rachel just in case.
Full of noodles.
It. I will tell you, it smells delicious. I know, I know a good lizard.
Does it smell delicious? Or does it smell like...
I think it does. I think the food here is pretty good. You're not
What's
at
this-
the fast
What's
food
this
joint.
little blue thing in here?
Oh,
Better
that's
than
one of
third
me.
vegetable and Mito
Oh.
Stico.
Do you eat
Okay,
it?
that's
There are
not
actual
hard.
like,
It
smells
tons
like
of
actual
noodles
food.
and
Smells
broth.
like actual food. Okay.
Yeah.
There were influences from the outside, one of many of the outside dimensions, so there are spices.
I mean,
in
it's
them.
not hard to be better than a Mito Stico.
It's not hard to be better than a Mito Stico. You know, they have nude flavored Mito Sticos.
Gross.
There are so
I-
many good flavors of Mito Stickos. I don't know why
Pina
people
colada.
not.
is something-
Mito Stickos.
Oh, you missed some of the good flavors. Yeah, Pina
that's
colada. Pina
fantastic.
colada was a limited edition one that got eaten.
There are so many
I
good
eat the
flavors.
noodles.
Put the glasses back on. We don't need to hear about Mito Sticos.
Let me get you a wig. So you eat the nudes.
Are there
standing
any
in the
magical
street.
effects to these noodles?
No.
I know how these noodles work.
They're
so.
just noodles.
Okay, great.
They're just noodles.
Ada, of course, wants to just like scan before.
Yeah, it's noodles. It's
Sorry
weirdly
about
enough like
shooting you earlier.
Oh no, it happens all the time.
Cool.
Okay.
yeah, and an unidentified meat product.
It's and just sounds like
No,
yeah,
please don't
as
do
you
that.
say what it is, like a bunch of people go by, and so we can't hear what you say
yeah.
because it's just the sounds of the cacophony of people in the
yeah.
street.
And there's a lot of languages.
Okay, cool. Can we Fabergé egg? Because it smells really bad here, and it's giving me some bad memories, honestly.
It's not actually quite that bad after you eat something.
Okay, so
Right.
real quick, thank you all for sharing. No offense, I'm not at all taken about the. I'm not mad about the shooting. Not mad about the not eating of the news.
No, I did
understand.
once. It smelled like actual food.
Oh, you did? Oh, good. Thank you all for sharing this meal with me. I do have to warn you all, you're all very squishy. And there's a lot of big and scary and mean things here. I'll protect you, but, like, don't go poking things.
I don't need protecting.
I like to poke things.
I will take the protection bit as long as I can steal things.
Deal. Be careful who you steal it from. Make sure they're kind of either equal or greater to me, because I want a fair fight.
Fair enough.
Hey, real quick, I want to point your direction up there and point to the sun. There's just a little crack in it.
Why?
That's me. I did that.
Really?
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
The sun is also kind of broken. It hasn't moved at all.
Yeah.
And
Is
actually,
it like
to be
bright? Like this looking at it hurt?
I think so. I mean, it does enough to light the place. So
Yeah.
yes, it probably shouldn't look at it.
Good for
to
you.
be historically accurate, Harriet probably isn't bothered by the smell.
Yeah, that's what I said. It smells like London in the summer, like Victorian London in the summer. Harriet has not been bothered by this at all.
The food's
Like,
quite good.
the smell is probably worse where you're from.
That's probably true.
We didn't go too far from the where the portal disappeared, right? We can continue on from there. You can
Yeah,
do the
you're still in the
glasses
same
thing
area.
And
So you begin looking around, and you'll find it eventually. You pick up this trail. It's hard to find, but you think like this time when you see movement kind of up ahead, and you vaguely know what you're looking for. So you begin making your way down the street, and you're jostled. There's people, there's yelling and talking, and everybody kind of bumps into each other. And eventually, you sort of peel off.
okay. I know that it's not on my list, but can
Yeah.
I be projecting a telekinetic field so that nobody touches me?
No,
Damn it.
you didn't even have that ability.
Harriet is bumping
Okay,
into
I
everyone.
have
Yeah, but you
telekinesis.
couldn't keep people away from you in a
Well,
bubble.
It's been a while. I've been training
that's
my
fair. That's fair.
psionics.
What if
okay?
it was enough to like create a sort of field around the nose so you don't get the bad
Yeah,
smell?
I
Like,
think
like a
what you
filter.
have is just enough of an aura. Like just Rachel's presence
Just
is enough
me
that
being
like
me.
yeah,
I'm
that
just
people
like,
are like,
fuck off.
no, I guess I won't. Ada's like getting jostled. Like,
Yeah,
Ada does
everyone's
not have a
running into
presence.
her.
And Harriet, I think, is kind of the opposite of
I'm
like
bumping
people
into
just-
everyone.
Yeah, don't.
In
They really
order
You
don't
kind of
know
look
you're
like you
there.
fit in.
Specifically
order
to
to-
pickpocket.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Just give me a roll for pickpocketing.
Well, let me get ready to
fight, and
Yeah, get ready to fight because it's a 5.
Yeah, that someone will grab your hand and they look at you.
I'm sorry,
And
I
they
thought
are-
that was a pocket.
This
was
very
not a pocket.
red. Yeah, red's one up from blue.
Oh, Jesus.
They've got like 3 horns.
Ah, Jesus.
They look at you
Three's
and they're
better
like,
than 2.
they grab your arm and they twist it back.
Ow.
Doing. It's my pocket.
I am going to use positive or pleasant social interaction.
Cool. And to do what?
I'm going to try and make friends with this fine friend and ask them
So you're
for...
lying to them. You were trying to lie to them to do something.
Absolutely. No, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to move through this crowd. I did not realize that was your person. I was just trying to find, a bar of some
So
sort.
it's one easier for you. I was going to say this is challenging, so you need to roll 12 or higher because it dropped it down.
please leave Philip alone.
They pick you up by the arm and just start lifting you into the air.
Okay.
Berry baby.
Yeah? You want help now?
Help.
Okay. Do. Activating my cipher. Can I do that?
Yeah, it takes an
Okay.
action.
I would like to activate my cipher,
What
which
is your
is
cipher?
banishing.
It's pretty great.
For 24 hours, each time you strike a creature or object, it teleports an immediate distance in a random direction, not up or down. Teleported creatures' actions are 1 step harder.
Yep. So hold on to that because it'll last probably for the entire time. Ciphers, all of you have some sort of object on you that maybe you didn't expect to have. So in your case, what do you have on you that is going to be the embodiment of this cipher?
I have one of.
Is it a fingerless glove?
I have,
One fingerless glove.
I have BB's gold fingerless gloves.
Yeah, on one of your hands you have
Yes.
a gold fingerless glove, and you clench it, and it glows for a moment, and you feel.
Do we hear Genuine by Pony Play?
Alright.
Pony by Genuine?
Oh yeah. No, Genuine wrote a song. A Pony wrote a song
Genuine.
called Genuine.
Yeah, I don't know if you have it in his reality.
Okay, alright.
And you clench, because this is a cipher system, so each of you currently have 1 cipher, which is a one-time use object. So yours will last 24 hours. And so Red Devil is holding, lifting this poor starling up in the air. What do you do? As you come up to they're actually going to probably
They're winding up.
yeah, they're winding up. They're gonna get a punch in because it takes an action for you.
I am, well, within the limits of this game, I am still pretty strong. So I would like to flick it. Pretty hard.
You just want to punch it.
No, I want to flick it real hard because it classifies as a strike, and I want to make them just go somewhere.
Okay, so are you trying to? I mean, your normal damage is 6 for any unarmed attack. Are you intentionally trying to do less damage than that?
No.
Cool. So you're punching it.
Yeah. But
Great.
in a very specific
Punching
way.
it
Yeah.
with
The berry
one
version of a
finger.
flick
Yes.
is
You
actually
are-
just a
I'm-
full fist.
I love what you're saying, but you are not Deku from My Hero Academia.
I punch the sun in this universe.
Yeah, but you punched the sun. You
Yeah.
didn't.
You didn't flick the sun.
Let's find out.
All right, you have to roll. We'll say this is challenging. 15 or higher.
2.
No.
You go up and you whiff. They turn to the side, and they.
Okay. So he's holding this. You just whiffed it.
Yep.
And he just deftly dodged this. Okay. I think with my intimidating presence that you've already said that I have.
Sure.
I walk up to this fella, and I say, excuse me, I'm sorry for the misbehavior of my
yours.
pets. Yes. I'll make sure to keep them on a leash next time.
I'd like you to roll to persuade.
Okay, interactions involving lies or trickery?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lie or trickery. So we'll make this difficult, 12 or higher. You can apply effort to this.
I would like to, would that
This
be
will-
intellect?
yeah.
Okay,
So spend-
so I will spend 3, right? Because I don't have any edge in.
So this will be a 9 or higher.
Okay. 17.
Yes.
sort of look at you, look between you, look at your missed punch, like your fist like sort of hovering in the air.
I didn't retract it. It's just
They just drop Harriet, who like stumbles to the ground
Thanks.
and kind of like,
I'll leash, promise.
and then storms off.
That was
into
a really good
into
lie.
the crowd.
Thanks.
So, not to pockets. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And then you're immediately trying to get You're like, thank you, as you're
just the hands are still already moving.
And then
Skittering around. I can't
No.
control it.
yeah, it's not mine. So you turn into this alleyway now after resolving this. Like Ada, you actually were probably ahead of them.
Oh, yeah,
I
and-
assume you were just not paying attention. So you show up in this alleyway first, and you see a group of goblins, and they look very similar to the one that you had seen previously. And there's like 5 of them. And they're all just sort of muttering to themselves. And then there's another one who's like clearly in charge. And like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they're talking amongst themselves in the alleyway. And you can't see something, but they're like doing something with their hands, and they're all kind of like grouped up together.
I think Ada's going to look back and see like, oh nope, there, because I assume you guys are like a couple steps behind her. 'Cause you didn't,
Yeah, you
she
step
didn't
into this
stop.
alleyway.
Yeah, and then she's like, huh.
You step out of the alleyway.
I think before she does though, she's gonna transform because now she knows she's in a dangerous place without any protection, but at
Okay.
least magic.
So you bring your glitter, your bright lights, and as you do that, it's not super subtle. It's an action, so you don't need to roll anything. It just
Oh,
means
okay,
that
perfect.
you have activated it, so you spend the points. And as there's this bright glowing light, and you guys see this like as you're stepping into the alleyway, and the goblins like, what? Several of them like look up and are like, ah! And just sort of point to you.
And she's like, give back the egg you stole.
Take back the child that you have stolen.
give me the child.
Are you trying to intimidate them?
Yeah.
All right, roll
Yeah.
to intimidate them.
Okay.
Say this is demanding.
It's amazing.
Does my transformation help with this at all? Because
Yeah.
I am transformed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So let's say you need to roll a 6 or higher
This is great.
to at least intimidate them. Whether they'll give you what you want is a different question.
I am so intimidating. I'm not a D20 intimidating, but I'm definitely above a D6.
Okay. What did you
I mean, I rolled a 10.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So above a 6, they kind of look at you and they're like, oh no, what do we do? Boss, what do we do? Boss. And then one of them steps forward and they're like, what do you want?
An egg. You stole an egg that is ornate, and I require it back in my possession, or I shall unleash unholy hell upon you, or heaven, if that is more terrifying in this world.
That is probably right about when the 3 of you are showing up in this alleyway, and you see Ada standing there, like pointing at them, glowing. And one of them steps forward, and he's like, "Well, you're too late,
Why?
'cause we sold it already." And you notice all of them have underwear on their head, and they're all a little bit sparkly with some glitter on their faces. And he just like points his sword at you, and he's like, "Ha!"
To who did you steal my egg?
Oh shit, I wasn't expecting her to ask another question. I don't think I can't tell you.
Why?
Who'd you sell the egg to?
Who are you?
Don't
And,
worry
like,
about that.
points their swords at you.
When the glittery one speaks, answer. Just glitter.
just glitter shows up. And he sort of like looks.
What did they look like?
I mean, he kind of like turns around and he's like, cheese it! He like throws something down on the ground and it smashes, and this massive cloud of glitter like throws up in the alleyway, and there's just this cloud everywhere. And you see the
Oh,
goblins
God.
scrambling, and they're gonna try and run in the opposite direction. You can certainly chase them if you would like.
I would
Harriet,
like to
Harriet is
chase.
spinning in the glitter like it's a sound of music.
Yeah, it is this cloud of sparkles and light, and it catches everything, and you are covered in glitter forever now.
Okay, I have running as a skill. I would
Yeah.
like to run.
All right, those who would like to run after them, go ahead and roll. It's not super hard because they're small, so you need a 6 or higher.
I got 2.
Okay. You needed a 3 or higher, and that because you have skill in running, and unfortunately,
I
the 2.
slip on the glitter and fall.
No,
and
I think what happens is like Harriet's like glitter, and you like run into her, and just into the back of her because you don't see her in this cloud of glitter.
I can see to that.
I assume you're not running.
No,
Okay.
I'm in the glitter.
Strawberry.
Strawberry gets down on all fours, teeth are bared, full eyes, full predator mode, and jumps at them. But sizable note,
Yeah.
while jumping, does a beautiful twirl through the glitter to fully cover themselves in glitter.
Yeah, that's not hard.
Yeah.
So running is less effective. Running is more effective than jumping. So springing towards them with your jumping skill is
Yeah.
not really going to help you catch up with them. 'cause
Okay,
they're-
can I run and then just kind of do a little jump in the
Yeah,
glitter?
you can
Okay.
run and
can
jump.
count.
It's just,
Yeah.
it counts. It counts. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah, counts.
jump through the glitter and then you turn into a run. So you need to roll 9 or higher to
I
catch up
rolled
with
a
them. Okay.
Yeah.
And Ada, what did you get?
A natural 20.
Oh.
Ada, I think you
It's
just
just there.
teleport.
It's there.
Yeah, I think you just like push off the ground, crackle of electricity, and like with your.
Can I appear on the other side of them, just like in this burst of electricity that just like spreads out on and like climbs the walls alongside her?
So one of them, like the front one who was talking, like skitters to a stop as you like bolt this crackling electricity as you're standing in this alleyway, and Strawberry like does that wheel around, turns to go, and then Strawberry is there like a moment later, like snarling behind them, and they're all like standing there with their swords, and they're like shit,
I need a name.
and step through the cloud covered in glitter.
Oh no. Look, we were just doing a job.
Strawberry just picks one up by the underwear.
Ow! Not my hat! That's my hat!
Well, that's your hat?
That's my hat, yeah!
Isn't this the things that humans put on their things?
What? It's my hat!
Answer
I
the
got
question.
it
I'm
from a
asking the
band!
questions here.
Okay!
Just shake it a little bit. Answer the magic girl.
We gave it to Santa.
Santa?
Santa. The Santa. The Santa Guild.
The Santa Guild?
This-
And he like
this-
points to the large building made of the body of some creature that
God.
fell here a long time
Well, technically,
ago.
the gods kind of had a war for the millennia and then either died or killed themselves or just left. And that's what that is.
Yeah. There were a bunch of people. We met them in this alleyway. They gave us gold, and they said that we want around for a little while, and then they'll send us home.
Just wait, you're not. No, you're definitely not from here.
No.
You have a face.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm Boss Man.
You're.
Well, I'm Boss Man 2. Boss Man 1 is managing a band now. Whoa.
Whoa. What kind of band?
I don't know, some group of not bards.
I knew
Oh.
it was music scene related.
So.
I don't think they're very good, but Boss Man thinks they're great.
Oh,
But we do get a lot of glitter from them, and these sweet hats.
I love this glitter. Do you have
Can
any
you
more
put me
hats?
down?
No.
Just before you finish this glitter conversation,
Yeah.
you said in there is where the egg is.
Well, that's, I guess, where they took it. Yeah, that's where we met them. The first time we just showed up, and they're like, hey, we got a job for you. And we're like, gold.
And you're not lying to me,
No?
You want I should shake him, boss?
please.
Why do you keep doing that?
Because you're not answering the questions all the way? I don't know.
Because you look funny.
Well, that's me. We all kind of look funny here.
Maybe you look funny.
Teeth just razor sharp.
Oh, I wish I
They
could do
have
that.
like
in the
pointy
book.
teeth too. Like
I guess you have more than me.
Well,
Are you like a big goblin? Hey!
he like sticks his sword in your mouth.
I guess you could eat them if you wanted to, but
Please don't eat us!
eating
Oh.
sentient beings is. I don't really. Anyway.
You did eat a sentient being. Well, arguably sentient. It was inside the ramen broth. Did I not tell you that?
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I'm going to have to talk that over with my therapist later. All right.
What's a therapist slayer?
Well, I wish I knew. Now. I do.
Well, you can do whatever you want with them. I want egg.
Egg?
That's the job.
Okay, so I'm gonna level with you guys. I don't really want to kill you.
Okay.
I
we don't really want to die.
Well, oh my God, that's so great because I don't think we don't not want to waste bullets and it's kind of a mess. Could you just kind of stay out of our way?
Okay.
We're all hoping to get back to.
Can you not tell those people that we told them about
Oh
you?
no, dude, no. You're good. We're good.
Cool.
Hey,
Alright.
I'm not a narc, bro.
Yeah. Do you want some candy or rocks or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great. You want some glitter?
Oh my God, yeah. So Strawberry opens
We have
up
an
the bag,
unlimited amount.
Please no more glitter.
just giving really,
there will already
really good
be too much
rocks.
glitter.
At the sound of glitter, euphoric Harriet, covered in glitter, strolls up and
Big
goes,
eyes.
"Glitter?"
Oh my
Like
god.
hands out, ready to receive
Ari
said
is gonna
glitter.
be so upset with me.
This is forever. Syringe is gonna sparkle a lot.
I'm so sorry.
Just
Not in
set
the
the
clean
goblin
way.
down.
You just put them down and they will give probably two containers. They're here now. They look a lot more like glass sort of alchemical bottles that you smash on the ground and an explosion of glitter happen. You have glitter bombs. You have 3 glitter bombs now, including the one you found on the previous goblin.
Is it possible using the glitter that is covering their entire body to craft a more glitter bombs?
No.
Damn it. We do have a lot of
I gave one group a bag of holding that contained underwear and glitter. And
What?
not you. I have not given you that.
Okay, I do have one more question.
Do you want a hat?
Within the Yes.
No.
Then pulls out a pair of underwear that has right click in glitter on the front of
Okay,
it.
well,
and,
you live
puts
here,
it over
so
your
I'm
head.
just not gonna associate with you. You can hang out. Let's go get the egg.
Oh, you're probably gonna want me over there.
Really not if you're wearing that hat. Underwear.
Strawberry has pink hair anyway up here.
As opposed to down there.
Well, I don't really wear pants. No pants zone.
Whatever floats your boat.
Water.
I mean, I don't care if you're not wearing any clothing.
Oh.
It is just picking the glitter off one piece at a time. No.
Strawberry puts the hat in his bag. Now I do have to ask because we are covered in glitter. Does that act as some kind of +1 to armor?
No,
Damn it.
no. It definitely
It's
makes
a minus
it much
1 to hiding.
stealth. Yeah.
It gets into the fighting and the cracks of the fighting,
Yeah.
and you lose points.
Yeah, it makes stealth. It actually probably makes dodging
Oh, stealth would be
harder.
impossible with
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
It's
because
just blinking because it hurts.
yeah, it's just scrapes on the
Do
inside
you
of your eye.
have any molecular showers?
They don't have showers.
We have saunas.
Molecular shower. That's brilliant. Then you could essentially just step inside. It takes care of everything all in one go.
Yeah, you have to take probiotics afterward because it also takes away the good bacteria.
Good
but,
point. Yeah, you would need to rebalance. But if you reversed on the
But
probiotics
if you're
in
really
the shower,
dirty, then it's worth it. Yeah.
essentially, just think of it this way: you step into the shower.
I assume you're
and then-
ushering Ada
just
out
gonna
of
push-
the alleyway.
I mean, it's a giant
Alright,
building.
so,
I think I can
walking
direct
towards
us toward
the
it.
giant
We
building.
need to get
Strawberry.
a little thing to
Strawberry.
wheel
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when I'm going to Queso Place to steal things from it,
Queso place.
yes, Queso Place. I
It's
guess
down the
that's-
road.
No. I mean to understand what it is that we're going into, so
Queso
I may
Place.
act effectively. So I may get all of the good shiny things for myself.
Oh, if it has a strange aura about it and it feels like it may belong to a nightmare god, don't take it because you'll rip your face off and eventually
Wait,
die.
okay, hang on. When we're going to go steal this egg back
Yes,
from places here,
Fabergé's egg.
yes. What should we look like? What should we dress like? What we need a disguise.
Well, you're all kind of doing pretty good right now because it's a pretty diverse group.
But they
with a
are
lot of
telling me that
different-
being covered in glitter, this glitter that I am now in love with, is bad.
Well, I mean, things can be objectively bad. I think it's objectively good, like us.
I mean, what is the Santa's Guild? I know it's what thieves
here,
do.
Do I know
I'll-
anything about the Santa's Guild?
Okay, an example
This is not normal.
might be beneficial, and I duck into the shadows, and you can still very
Ow.
obviously see me.
Yeah, it's sparkles.
I see what you mean.
Yes.
Can you take us to a clothing store sometime?
Bathhouse.
Yeah, you could go take a bathhouse. Go to a bathhouse. You could go to a clothing store. So
we
what we will do is we are going to end tonight's episode here as you are walking down the streets of Throne, where you will prepare next time for your raid upon the Santa Guild.
Maybe we'll find another
Well,
party
you know
member.
that it's SANTA, all in capitals, periods in between them, because it 100% stands for something.
Oh my God! Wait,
A
what is
maze.
it? Okay.
Satan's.
Satan's Anta's Guild.
Satan's Anta's Guild.
Yep. Yeah. A
The
is in
Santa
Satan.
Anna.
It stands for Don't Tell Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell
Don't
Anna.
tell Anna. Don't tell Anna. Yeah.
Not tell Anna. Satan's Anta's not
Don't
tell
tell
Anna.
Anna.
Santa
Sing
Guild.
songs.
Yeah. Episode 2 will be Crossmas Electric Glitteroo.
Oh,
Electric glitteroo.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much for everybody
amazing.
joining us here today. We will be back again next week for the second half of the heist that is Crossmas, and to see what these lovely individuals get up to with the addition of one more.
Exciting.
Show
I'm
up, so
excited.
that should be fancy.
Very excited.
I'm gonna read. I think a couple of the donations came through in the second half.
Santa ain't not tell Anna.
Santa ain't not telling Anna.
Santa ain't not tell Anna.
I still think that, like, at the end of this, the boss should be Anna in a mask trying to stop us from doing the crossover special.
Yeah, it's just Anna.
We stand fell Anna.
All right. So our first
announce.
donation that came through is from Knox with $10 for all your reality
can't see
crossing
any.
means. Trust Frederick's suntan lotion to make sure you don't get sunburned going in between realities.
Thank you.
We know that the sun changes a lot depending on which reality
You
you're
have
in.
to hit it.
From this one's great. From Andromeda with $5. Ada, swear jar. Also, BB says hi, Ada.
Ada.
Amazing.
Fine. I'll put it into the account later. Jesus.
You're an adult now. You don't have to swear jar.
It's my sister. Yeah, I do.
Older sister.
Okay.
Yeah. Deceptimir with $5. I don't even know what to say. My face hurts. Thank you all. I want this to become a yearly tradition. Yearly I could do.
Yeah.
Yearly.
No, daily. A
Daily
Daily
tradition.
tradition. Every day.
On the next
4
episode
a.m.
of Crossmas.
Well, you know,
it's
the-
July
the-
13th.
The next seed and spark is to pay for a streamer house.
Yes, just
Where we
say
just
it.
do
Yes.
Crossmas.
All
so
the
that
time.
we can daily
live as our character.
Anna is pointing fingers. Shush.
There
Shush.
is no Anna.
Yeah.
Anna's not here.
Oh, that's right.
Don't tell Anna.
I can feel it,
Anna
though.
Yeah,
doesn't
I
can
know.
feel it.
I had the
Doesn't know.
same like premonition of Anna,
Anna
sitting
doesn't
somewhere with a
know
glass
that
of wine.
drunk
No,
man mead. Role play in the van every Sunday.
Yeah, check us out. We have a van stream where we just do Crossmas. It's just us two doing Crossmas. Yeah.
No one's driving, but
I
it's
have a
going
lot of
from
characters, okay?
Let's do it.
my goodness.
We've got Betty's Best in
Featuring Girls
Stabbin' Terry with $5.
And Terry.
Are you a member of an ad hoc team of cross-dimensional #tagonists
Yes.
trapped in a crossover episode?
Yes.
You need our new gear of being lost, including niceties.
Oh.
Goblin. Each kit contains with a Betty's Battle toga that will adapt to whatever reality. The second one you find yourself in. Each kit also includes a dozen Dingo Stickos, half original flavor, half new cinnamon vanilla flavor. Wherever you go, you'll have stylish functional clothes and food trademark.
I like Cinilla.
Did you know I
It's
made up a
trademarked.
new Starbucks drink? It's a caramel latte with cinnamon on top. It's so Christmassy.
Actually sounds
good.
It's really good.
The
I
fun
want
part,
that right now.
Betty and Terry building a better trademark future for someone.
For someone.
For someone.
I love The Sun donated $5.
Oh, no.
Hey, Barry. Did you see me following you today? Everywhere you went, I was there. I only mentioned this so you realize that maybe you shouldn't punch me anymore. Maybe instead we can go for spicy nudes and watch wrestling. Do you like me? Y/N.
Yeah. I do want to apologize though in punching the sun. What is that?
Oh, someone replied yes.
Yes, done.
We're psychic and can predict that
Yeah.
you're going to ask this question.
Psionic.
The future. And then William TW with $5. Thanks, it was awesome. Can't wait for Santa.
Not substitutes, Cole. The real thing.
The real thing. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of your donations tonight. Thank you for watching this. We will be back next week for the thrilling conclusion of Crossmas. In the meantime, let's find out where you can find all these wonderful people. Let's start over here.
Well,
with
hello.
The crimiest crimes.
You can find the crimiest of crimes and all of the Twitters of the crimiest crimes at level 23. It's been awesome. Happy week till next Crossmas. Who are you?
Me.
We could have bounced tables.
Hi.
Are you?
I am Marcus, aka Drunkly Romantic. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I am happy to be here. I'm going to take a little more time than I was allotted to say thank you to Lauren for helping put this whole thing together. Thank you for all of you who came by and like did this. Thank you everyone in chat. Like, it's so lovely to have these characters back and do these weird things. A lot of these shows have ended. And also huge thanks to
all of these shows have ended.
She Who Shall Not Be Named, because we don't tell her. Thank you so much, Anna, for allowing this to happen. Anna, no, put down the gasoline. Anna, we're still streaming.
We're still
Wait till we're
streaming.
live.
Anna, let me do my shout-outs first.
The match is lit. But if you are interested in any of these worlds, like for real, like Eat, Pray, Kill, the Kill 6 Billion Demons universe, you can check the comic, or you can check Eat, Pray, Kill on YouTube. So like that's like Strix, AJ, Arya, like huge, amazing cast. Kate, Scotland, like fantastic people. Leviathan, Distant Stars, a wonderful show, also GM'd by Lauren. Steph GM'd Eat, Pray, Kill, so please check it out. Also High School Real GM'd by Jackie Dash. Kidash. Like, and of course, Manner Speaking and Manner Speaking to the Point. All of these are available on YouTube. You can watch this. This is so much fun. We put a lot of work and effort, and we love doing this for you guys, and it's also an outlet for us. So thank you so much. Fabergé do crimes.
Fabergé do crimes.
Hi,
Fabergé.
That's
I'm
amazing.
Bluja, and I have also had Scotty Doesn't Know stuck in my head all episode. So
You kind of brought that on yourself.
I did. I mean, yeah.
Oh no, you're evil.
Anywho, you can find me most of the time at twitch.tv/BlueJ. It is my birth month, so spoil me with presents. You can also find
Look
me.
at you've just given up on your birthday. You're just like, nah, fuck it. It's a whole month now.
You don't
Birth
I
year,
would-
so
You
I
don't
would do the
celebrate the
whole
birthday
year
month? You
if
don't
I
celebrate
could.
birthday month?
It's my birthday year.
No, birthday month
No,
is
it's
where
my
it's
birthday
at.
year.
once my birthday happens, I'm allowed to celebrate it for as long as I
starting
want.
in January, it's my 30th birth year.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're just
All
gonna
year.
keep going.
Oh, you're
Just keep the
nearly
party going.
dead.
Just gonna keep going. I mean, every decade you get to do the whole year. That's what I heard.
After
That
30,
makes
yeah.
sense to
Anyway.
me.
Our
That
life
feels
is over.
appropriate.
You're dead.
So, but you can also find me at on Twitter at bluej_712. On all my role playing is on my website at bluej.tv/portfolio. And if you want to see some naughty pictures, I have a Patreon.
If you want to see some naughty pictures, just text me.
Just text Drunkly.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Shell Game. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter or on Instagram at the Shell Game. And eventually I'll update my website, and when I do, then I'll remind you what that link is.
It's fine.
You're lovely.
And I have been Random Tuesday. You can find me on the internet at Random Tuesday in pretty much all of the places. Or you can find me here, which leads me into my next announcement next week on Wednesday. Running another episode, our final episode for the year of Worlds Beyond, which also uses Cypher System, but a slightly different setting. And then again, obviously,
Slightly?
on Friday. Slightly. Well, it's the Strange, so it's literally reality hopping. So
Cool.
it's only slightly different.
Intentional
Yeah.
reality hopping.
Cool.
Intentional until you have the
Yeah.
shawl of shame.
Yeah, and then you end up in the afterlife.
Cool.
That's fine.
You did
Do you
mention
feel
that
it
was the
as
last
a natural
episode
action,
of
though?
the year, but
year.
not of the season. There's going to be more continuing
That's
when the
fair.
new year comes.
And then we'll
Cool.
also
Good
be
one.
here next week with Behind the Screens. You cannot get enough of me, clearly.
Everyone's addicted to Lauren, who also
It's
has
kind
a
of-
Patreon where she
I do.
posts less naughty
Less
pictures.
naughty pictures. Mine are me in costumes.
Well,
Actually,
I mean,
at some
some
point,
of the
there's
costumes
some of
bear
you and me.
midriff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's
There's
some cool
midriff
photos
bearing.
that
There will be
that-
some makeup pictures because I got permission from staff. Anyway, on that note, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. You're all amazing and wonderful. We will see you next time on GeekSpace TV. Have an amazing
Crossmas.
Crossmas. Happy Crossmas.
Happy Crossmas to you. Happy Crossmas.